All right. Hello, 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 ladies, gentlemen, free folk, and whatever else that might be watching. No one knows that you're a dog when you're on the internet. Hope everybody's doing good. In keeping with my weird stream title names, I've just titled this stream the same song I was listening to right before going live. So we will continue the weird abstract BS for stream names, just to be artistic and weird, right, guys? But yeah, hello everyone. We're going to be doing the Merciless challenge. Our character did not die yesterday, so this is the first time we're going to be doing the Merciless challenge mid-run. Some excellent advice came from CVPCS again last night, which I'd love to talk to you guys about a little bit more. We'll change the potato cam as well. Let's see. I really like the contrast and the color balance on that one. Let's try and find a similar one. Let's go with you. You can be the next one. Wait, is that the same one? That's the same one. I can't believe I just picked the same one twice. Wow. You can be the next one. There you go. There. That's fairly similar. All right. Anyway, so hello, everyone. I'm sure we've all got wonderful and amazing and cool things to talk about very soon. But I'm going to go get some coffee. And I'm going to hit the intro up and input my splits and stuff. Because I think a lot of speedrun software, basically, it's all designed to be, what they call SS, single segment, right? Where you sit down and you do the whole run in one go. And it's so it's so irregular in the speedrun scene for people to do stuff. Not that we are speedrunning, but we're using the software to do things across multiple days. I don't even think the software has the ability to, like, pause a run midway through and then pick it back up later, which is like total BS in my opinion. Dead Zealot said, haha, I asked in Discord if you were streaming today. I guess I got a bit impatient. You did, yeah, because I'm still early. But yeah, so we're on an NG. The NG is weird. It's kind of boring, but very stable. So if that's not a resounding advertisement for you guys to continue watching this stream, I don't know what is. So I'll see you all very shortly. All right. Hello, everyone. I'm being a bit of an idiot. This is really annoying. Entering these splits is like a pain in the ass because the notepad that I made yesterday has got loads of different numbers on it. I just sort of don't understand. It's got I've recorded down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different numbers, but we were only about to finish chapter 2. So there should only be 3 there. So how did I record all those numbers? I get that the 4th one is the run so far. So, I mean, so just give me a second here. I don't really know. I mean, this is so annoying. Can the software just have it there? So I'm pretty sure it took us 21 minutes. I'm gonna do it this way. I don't know what I've got a 15-minute recording down there, and I don't know what the 15 minutes was. I'm pretty sure there was no 15 minutes. I'm pretty sure it took us 21 minutes to get off of the start yesterday. So I think that this is the way that it goes. And we're about to finish chapter 2, and I think the timer ended at 1 hour 40 minutes. So I think we're about there. All right, so so if you just give me 1 second, I'm gonna go back to yesterday's stream, the actual VOD, and I'm going to just have a quick look to see what the timer was at right when I had the phone call and had to leave, and we were rudely cut off. Yeah, 1 hour 40 minutes. Oh no, 1 hour 48 minutes. So what the hell is wrong with me? How did I write that wrong? What? Well, it's okay. It's not too bad. So I've got the timer right there. 1 hour 48 minutes and 8 seconds. That's what the time was at. And then 0.7 of a second after that, but we don't have to worry about that. All right, we're all good. I've got it fixed now. I've got it fixed. Anyway, say hello everyone. Welcome. Oh wait. Oh, crap. Let me just check something else as well on the stream. Let me just make sure that all of the times are selected properly. So yeah, chapter 1 took 24 minutes, 15 seconds. Well, what is wrong with me? Honestly, I've got all these times written down and none of them are correct. How is that a thing? This is so idiotic. I'm so embarrassed. All right, well, fine. Okay, so we'll just do it this way. So it actually took 24 minutes. Ooh, what the hell? Oh my god, I hate this software. I hate this software. I hate everything about this software. What the hell is going on with the overlays? Please, let me type. For God's sake. Are you serious right now? 24. 15. Done. And then the other one was 1 hour, 4 minutes. So what the hell is that 43 minutes? That must have been like a best time or something. I don't know. 1 hour, 4 minutes... and 7 seconds. But we'll do it that way. No, that's not what I said. I said 1 hour and 4 minutes and 7 seconds. Why? Okay, basically I'm trying to type in the new time and it just keeps resetting to the old time. Let's try it like that. There we go. That worked. That worked. So, 1 hour, 4 minutes, 07 seconds. And then the current time should be 1 hour, 44 minutes, 18 seconds, 0.51. There. Alright, we're finally restarted. I'll have to find a better workflow for that, because that's going to be a horrible way to start the streams. I haven't even seen chat yet. For all I know, this stream's not even running right now. Let's go have a quick look-see. Let me also turn down the speakers. I don't want to be listening to that. All right. So, yeah, hi, guys. Hello. I wish you the best of luck and lots of motivation for next week. Yeah, I mean, people might not like this, but I'm actually thinking to save myself. I don't see the point. I've kind of got to the point now where it's like, okay, I've done it. I've just finished a year of running around like a fucking nutter every 2 months trying to cover an insane amount of shit, and it's just not sustainable. And I'm just thinking, look, clean slate, season 4 started. I think I'm going to change my perspective about it. I'm not going to try and put out like 6 videos on the first day and all that stuff anymore. I'm just going to treat it like normal and just be chill about it. So like a lot of people are saying, oh, good luck with all the crazy stuff, and I am feeling myself getting a bit stressed by it, but I'm just not going. I'm just going to relax. It might mean that the content's really poo in the end, but I think I'm going to have to find a way to be okay with it. And just sort of relax and do the content as it comes, and yeah, just chill a bit. So basically, here's what I do know. I'm going to do a YouTube video talking about this tomorrow. Here's what I do know. I'm going to spend the first week covering the patch, and then I'm just going to go MIA for another week where I do the judging of the competition. Because I'm not going to try and juggle all of that, so I'm going to do it that way. And I think that'll be good. If it's poo, it's down to ArenaNet. No. I mean, ArenaNet could do amazing stuff, and I miss it all, and I don't talk about it, and I go too slowly, or I waffle about stuff. I can do bad content. I'm not, that road goes both ways. It's not all about the devs. You'd rather a video of meaningful info than just rushing out while people are interested. And yeah, that's kind of the sucky thing about this job, because that's the kind of thing I prefer to make as well. But generally speaking, unless you rush stuff out, people don't watch generally. Like I explained when Bastion came out, my actual encounter-centric videos on that were a lot of work, and they just didn't get any viewership really. And I think it's because it had been so long since the wing came out by the time I finally put them out. So, I mean, it's nice to have that opinion, but you guys aren't the majority, sadly. Or people think that they have that opinion, but it doesn't matter, because when it comes down to it, people like stuff when it's fresh. And you might think you prefer quality, and you might think, oh, I would wait ages for the content as long as it's high enough quality. But you cannot fight against that fundamental human boredom inside you that means every single thing you enjoy is nothing more than eventually a passing fancy that you will lose your enthusiasm for over time. So even if you think that you want to wait for the higher quality thing, quite often most people are saying that, I believe, if you actually have them wait, they've tuned out because they don't care anymore. They've lost their enthusiasm because it's been so long since they thought about the product or whatever. It's just a fact. It's just how we work. I think that's a smart strategy. The kind of content you do is probably the kind people can wait for. At least I can. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I mean, but you guys watching the stream, you guys are like the badasses. You guys are like the absolute bosses. You guys are like the awesome few who really are super engaged and, like the people I'm probably most grateful for. And you're not the sort of representative of random Joe Schmo who will click a raid video on the first day but won't on the next month kind of thing. I'm back. Nearly killed my dog by dropping a box of chocolate cookies on the ground. Had to quickly immobilize her before she got intoxicated. Isn't that thing like a hoax or something? It's only like certain types of chocolate that actually do anything, and there's very few documented cases of dogs actually getting ill from it. I saw this amazing cool guide thing that showed all the different fruits you can feed your dog and which ones are actually bad and which ones are good. And they actually had to list out grapes and raisins, as if people didn't know there was a difference between them. Which is kind of funny. Oh, no, you're welcome, Lily Starflame, after that friggin' £25 yesterday. Now, WP, I don't want a therapy session. Yeah, it did get a bit grim there, didn't it? All right, so who's up for some Merciless? So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. CVPCS came back. I'll read his comment out. He didn't seem to mind last time, so I'll do it again. I've only run 2 characters of Merciless so far, he says. First one died at level 12 because I got a bit too overzealous on how many mobs I was killing. The second character I'm being much more careful with, and I'm focusing on trying to just get through 80, so speed isn't anywhere near where it should be. Level 33 after like 4 hours, oof. I've been trying to focus on bonus experience kills a few levels above me, but that hasn't been as fast as I'd like. I'd probably need to focus on good hearts and other map completion pieces that I can do as quickly as well. So yeah, like they're basically experimenting to what is the quickest and safest way of climbing, and which is what these streams are from my perspective, and it's actually been a really fun like sort of meta game to be looking at. They also said, I was surprised by I was inspired by your idea to run to Verdant Brink for some quick map unfogging, to do the same, but also to grab the handful of hero points in Verdant Brink that are unguarded for a quick 60 hero points, and that helped me unlock some very useful skills. Also, if you run to Auric Basin, right at the entrance, you can springer jump way above the map, and basically griffin glide around and unfog everything from complete safety Although the Balthazar Priest area does have an invisible wall around it, so you can't hit that bit. How cool does all of that sound? That's a great idea, right? Getting the 10 hero points in one? That's really cool. I mean, we'll still be limited by the fact we can only have one specialization until we're level 45, and then only 2 until we're, what, like 65 or whatever it is? So we would still have that limit, but being able to just zerg through them is pretty cool. They said it looks like you get... Well, they gave me explicit numbers of XP, but that doesn't really matter because it scales based on your levels, so... But apparently the amount of experience you get for unfogging map pieces changed based on how big the map piece itself is. Which is kind of cool. Oh, so chocolate causes hemolysis as well as onions. Dogs lack certain enzymes. Source, my mother's a vet. Oh, interesting. Okay. Mind mentioning the screenshot contest plus the Spud Purge? Right, yeah, so we're having a... Mina, by the way, I've been really bad at checking event plan in the past week. I feel quite guilty. If anything's really needed, just send me a message. But yeah, we've got a screenshot contest going on with Spud, and the Purge is going to come. So if you're in Spud, and you haven't been doing events, and you haven't been playing or doing anything, or making friends like you said you would when you join, you might be about to get purged. So go to Discord, talk to the GMs about it if you're feeling concerned or whatever. Make sure. We're trying to make it, you know, a good active community. And if you're slacking off, then you might be about to get the boot. So just bear that in mind. Thanks so much for not killing my character, says Rain Pumpkin. Well, we will see. The boring NG may be dead before we know it. So anyway, these are all pretty interesting. We also talked about the idea of going to Amnoon. But funnily enough, you can't go to Amnoon until you're level 80 anyway. So there's no way you could do any Griffin flying there or whatever. That's not on the table. Hey WP, hope you had a nice day so far. Yeah, I'm at a creative roadblock with a project that I'm doing, and it's really, really, really frustrating to me. I need something, and it's really, and it's been days now, and I've just been looking and sitting about with my thumb up my arsehole, hoping that it will arrive, and like, I don't know, I need to find a new strategy, because nothing, what I want needs to be perfect, but to be perfect, it needs to hit about 10 different criteria I've set up, and it's like so annoying that I feel like I'm on the tip of it, but it's just not coming. I don't know. So anyway, all right, here we go. Let's get in game, shall we? And listen, a few people have said they like the streams, but they feel like they're not conversational enough, that we don't talk about enough. If you want to talk about stuff, give me topics. It's not that crazy that I would never be able to talk about things. Not as far as I can see, anyway. So, you know, go for it. It's not a big problem. Disclaim, I need a better way of getting my mic. My microphones are really annoying me lately. I don't know what it is that I'm doing differently about it, but it's just not getting out of my face. Hopefully you guys can still hear me loudly there, because I'm going to be sitting like this. So screw you if you can't. That's the way it's going to go. Topic, cheese or chocolate? Ooh, it depends on the mood, my friend. Depends on the mood. That's a sweet or savory question. Just sort of changed slightly, isn't it? So let's go in game. Now, what I'm concerned about here... First, let's turn that on. Let's go to gameplay. Thanks for the resub to Kerbads. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're a god. So we're going to log on to Goddess Riku here. Now, my concern is that when I click unpause on the splits, or click go on the splits, that it will reset all of it, which will make me furious. It will really upset me, but we will figure this out, all right? So I guess on the loading screen is a good place to do it. So I'm going to click start. Now, nope, what is it doing? What is that red number? Why is it doing that? Oh, I hate you. I hate you so much right now. What am I... What even was that? How do I fix it? I don't want it to be there. I want it to be... go down. What if I just go skip split? No, and now it's deleted that. I don't know why something so basic, such a basic idea, something so simple, can be so obnoxiously complicated to control. Is this just a sign that I'm becoming old and an idiot and I don't know how software works anymore? Because this is like such a fucking simple idea. It's a stopwatch, and yet it's got about 1 million buttons, and and it's doing all this weird unintended behavior. I'm not trying to do any comparisons or anything. And now it's removed all my information. Yeah, it's live split. So how do we do this then? Let me exit it. No, I don't want to save that shit. I want you to work. Can you just work, please? Can I play the game that I want to play? What if I do this? What if I go start? And then we just go split. And then we just go split. And then we go pause. And then we go edit. And then we input our information, which I now do not remember. But it was something like... Hold on, let me just go back to the other stream for a second. Let me just look and pause it. It's easy enough to get to. Alright, and now I just edit this information on, right? So now I can just go... Oh, don't be a dick. Come on. So, 24:15. Why isn't that editing? Why isn't it editing? Alright, there we go. 24 minutes, 15 seconds was the first. Okay, and now we have a gold number there. Why has it done that? Oh, I know why. Because it thinks I did it in just 3 seconds, but I haven't done it in 3 seconds. I've actually done it. But maybe this will work anyway. Maybe this will work anyway. And then 1 hour 04. Nope, I don't know what this is not working. What the fuck is this? 1:04:00. Okay, and now the current time should be 1 hour 48:08. How do I change the current time? No, none of that's right. None of that is right. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want this to be broken, though. I want it to be a part of the stream. Oh, for fuck's sake, I've had you muted this whole time, WP. I'm so sorry. There's your beautiful voice. Sorry, it's kind of bad anyway. The problem is it's not designed for multiple sessions. Well, what basic functionality is that, though? It's not even bad because it doesn't have multiple sessions. It's bad because you can't just input the numbers and go. Like, honestly, how simple is that? Do they not let you do it because they don't want people cheating or whatever? But you could cheat in any way anyway. What an arbitrary thing to not allow people to do. What a stupidly designed piece of crap. There is another thing as well. Isn't there a thing called XSplit? Maybe I should try that. It looks right now. No, but it's not right because if I click start, it's not going to do it. See, it's gone up to 0 seconds again for some reason. And then if I split there, it's going to think I beat that extremely quickly, and I didn't, obviously. So then we would have to undo split. What I need is a way to start down on races chapter 2 and with a bunch of time on there. So in theory, all I want to do is just to start the timer at need a timer to time the time it takes to fix the timer. Oh my god, yeah, we've got tons of people watching technical difficulties. This is crap. So what should we do? Should we just leave it? Should we just... Maybe there's like a shit way I can keep it going. You know? Maybe there's like a broken, like... So we would just start the timer at 1:48:08. What I want now is just to be able to press play and have that timer keep going up. That's it. That's all I want. Alright, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to split there. We're going to split there. And now we're here. That's okay. You can ignore the red numbers, basically. You can ignore the red numbers. Oh no, it's ruined it all. Because now it thinks that it's 1:48 for everything. Well, look, with the start and races chapter 1, we don't know. But that is it's ticking up the genuine time we've been playing the character now. So I think that's fine. All right, let's just do it like that. That is the actual time that we've been playing. And I guess we'll leave it there. So let's just play. Basically, the first 2 we can ignore, but at the end of the run, we can look back. And, God, it's really frustrating. What an over-designed piece of shite. Genuinely. Red's my favorite color. I won't ignore the numbers. But yeah, alright. Okay, so let's go over here. Let's get our chat running. Let's go there. And, oh God, text is so small. What's going on here? I'm going to make chat much bigger. There we go. So I can actually see. This is 9/11. How can we help you? All right. So, what was the point? We need one more level. We're right near the final level. And we've just got to finish it off. So, our writ is running out. So, we're going to grab that. We're going to grab that. We're going to deposit some stuff. And we're going to get a move on. The idea is to... what are we missing? We're missing one of our buffs right now. What is it that we're missing? We're guild repping. We have the guild bonus. We have a writ. We have food. What's buff number 4? Oh, fireworks. Right. Do fireworks wear off even when you're not online? That's interesting. So we have that. And basically I just need to get some bonus XP from some mobs maybe. Or I need to unfog some stuff. We could do the Lornar's Pass thing. Our previous character did the Lornar's Pass thing. We could try that. But I don't know whether really that's a good idea. Benji says it's really weird. In 2012, I noticed the Order Whispers in this game weren't like the Nightfall one. I did joke. Hey, I saw that comment. Did you put that on YouTube a minute ago as well? I saw that very recently. Sorry, you were so hyped for a new character. What, on today's stream? Well, look, we talked about that. The thing is, unless I can speed the run up even more, unless the game can be leveled even faster, or the nature of the challenge itself changed. I mean, blame ArenaNet for locking story the way that they did. It used to be so much better in that you wouldn't have to reach a certain level threshold to get more story. You could just chance it and go early if you wanted, and it was so much better for this. They really messed a lot of stuff up with the design of this game, and it's really unfortunate. Oh, am I reading yesterday's stuff? Probably. Yeah, that makes sense. There we go. All right. Hello. I have my keybinds off. Yes, I do, because I haven't played since... Actually, I think I have them off. Yeah, I do. I haven't played since yesterday's stream, so we're all good. Just don't go for Jotun this time. I mean, yeah, it was good. I'd rather get the next chapter going first. Was it at this point? It was, wasn't it? It was right... No. The Guardian died after... I'll let him burn to death, I think. Playing NG like a pro, I approve. Keep up the great work, you superstar. Wow, that's so lovely of you. Thank you very much. I don't know whether I'm playing it like a pro, but we are seeing what we can do here. We take a lot of damage from these ends, so we have to be careful. This class is actually kind of easy right now, it feels like, just because of the heal. But heavy CCs, not stun breaking properly, especially to Ettins, that could quite quickly be my doom. Maybe we'll stay for this full heart, because we got really close to it before, didn't we? The boss that was defending this hero challenge is dead, thanks to those random players, so we can grab this. Why don't you just tome the whole thing instead of leveling every other level? Well, that is an idea, and I have thought of that. I've thought, okay, so you could do a version of the challenge where you gain, you do the story, and then you just tome and do the next story, and then you just tome and you do the next story. And you basically just eliminate open world at that point. I think that is a viable thing. The thing is, I don't like reliance on tomes. The more reliance on tomes there is, the less people will do this, because there's going to be more and more... I mean, I don't want to be offensive to any of them, because there's plenty of them out there, and lots of them watch me and so on. But, you know, there's a lot of people who don't have any tomes, because they don't PvP or World vs. World. They just have their little part of the game they want to play, and that's it, and they will never assess any others. So because of that, like, tomes are extremely easy to get if you PvP or World vs. World. If you don't do those things, then it kind of... And I don't know, I actually feel like there's a lot of people who have kind of that... I mean, in my opinion, again, I'm trying to not be offensive or anything. In my opinion, it's a really weird perspective to have of the game, and kind of a silly thing to do to box yourself in on the kind of places you can have fun. But a lot of people do it, and I can't change that. So it would be nice to do... It would just be nice to be able to level without any tomes, if anything, but do it even quicker, which is why I was thinking about, like, that Griffin thing, and maybe there's something cheesy that can be done. There's that idea of getting in an armor in AB or whatever. It's amazing, though, because if you could get to Amnoon, you could maybe do the casino meta, which involves no combat, but get credit for those dynamic events, and maybe get a ton of XP. So, I don't know, there's things. I just don't know. And I was thinking about, I talked to CVPCS about this as well. What about, like, adventures? What if you ran to Heart of Thorns and did, like, a non-combat adventure? How much experience would you get from that? And can you grind those and do lots of it, get tons from them? It's kind of an interesting idea. Oh, well, look in chat. Jeruze says, I've never PvP'd or World vs. World, and I have a ton of tomes. I mean, when you say a ton of tomes, though, right? First of all, I like hearing that. That's cool. That gives me some confidence. That's nice. But when you say a ton of tomes, a challenge like this, these are only really fun and competitive and interesting if you can do them, like, hundreds of times. If you can just try again and try again and try again, and it's fun every time, right? If each challenge takes 60 of your tomes, you say you have tons of tomes, but what do you actually mean? Have you got, like, 100? Because that's not even 2 characters. Have you got 200? Well, congratulations, you've got maybe, like, 5 runs in you. Like, do you get what I mean? So it's a lot of tomes you need. I have about 2,500 tomes. And by doing a tome every other level, that will stretch out for ages and ages and ages. But even in this current state of the challenge, I think there's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to play or wouldn't want to play because they don't have enough. So yeah, it's just kind of a funny thing where it's like... this is my attempt to make Corteria interesting, but weirdly, it's sort of... Oh god, these guys hurt. I forgot. This place is really dangerous. Just get out as fast as we can. Alright. Yeah, these guys are really brutal. My god, they're level 32. Thank god we've got a heal. The Drakes are level 32 as well. I'm just trying to break. The pirates can swim. But if I can break, we'll get on the skimmer and we'll zoom away. And we should be alright. So yeah, a version with no tomes would be the best. A version that's just like... And I actually really like the idea of, like, a lot of griffin flying being a part of it. Because, like, griffin flying is, like, hugely dex-based, you know? It's good. I like it. That guy just died. We're out of our level at depth again here. We are on the skimmer. I'm going to be really cheesy here. And I'm going to try and nab this POI. This is a hero challenge that is extremely difficult. But these guys are suddenly only level 25. Oh, no. He's level 33. I'm not doing that. He's level 33. We're only 29, remember? And we have no armor, so it's actually quite difficult. We will grab the POI, the waypoint, In fact, we might be able to spring her up to that vista. And with those 3 things, you'll see down here that my level is almost complete. And at that, I think we'll be done, guys. We'll be ready to do story. And we'll do our next split. And we will be into Chapter 3. This is the end of Chapter 2 you're looking at right now. Oh, God, I almost thought we'd fallen there. So, yeah. WP, don't get distracted with the level. I'm not. I'm talking about it right as we speak. And we got that. The challenge I'm not going to go for because... it's going to be too difficult, I think. Again, level 32. A level 32 shark. That's a bit scary. I don't want to be anywhere near any shark. Let's use this guy to fly off. Then quickly dip down. We're going noodling. And then we're going to get out as fast as possible. Go, 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 go. Alright, we're out of there. And there's the levels. So, we split on the start of the loading screen. All splits happen on loading screens. This is what I've decided I like. So, this is what we're going to do. A couple of weeks back, I had a donation, and it included a message thanking Waldir for keeping consistent donation dream alive. Waldir's great, but I meant Ewan. I made a 25 donation earlier in the stream, but let the honor be his. What? Today? Oh my God, you did. What the hell? 20 minutes ago. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me just hold on. All right, loading screen's up. We split. Okay, so that took us just under 2 hours to start Chapter 3. Okay, and this we did really fast on the previous run. So we got to go to the Aurico trade camp, which we have been to, I believe. On this character, we have. Good. All right, wow. Yes, time's immense. Holy shit, you guys have been so generous these recent streams. A few weeks back. Oh, there you go, and there's the message, the same message. Yes, did I not correct you at that time as well? Because I got a bit thrown off by that too. I remember exactly what you're talking about, and I got a bit thrown off. There you go. So the kudos goes to the right person. Yeah, Ewan's been an absolute trooper with that. Like, genuinely. Like, far more generous than I've ever been. And so have you been awesome there as well. I don't know what to say, guys. I really don't think I deserve it. Thank you very much. It makes all of these feel really worthwhile doing, though. Even if I have no confidence that I'm actually being entertaining. Or that the format's any good. Because some of you have been donating like this. I've been feeling, yeah, it's not been too bad. Right, so last time I was really happy with the speed, so let's just do that again. The Vigil's plan was what we wanted, right? And we just went through the swamp. So that's fine. Don't mind that at all. Ah, here we don't actually have that waypoint, so we'll just come out straight away. Oh, Priory's faster, is it? Oh, rip. Okay, apparently Priory's faster. Let's hope we remember that for the next time we do that. Huh. Amazingly, we get that invisible bag. Oh, we're actually full on bags. Huh. Oh, it's because we got the yellow bag as a human, isn't it? Right, well, that's thoroughly annoying. And I just passed the vendors that otherwise could have helped us. Let me salvage this stuff down. You might cringe at that. But I genuinely think it's okay. And then what we'll do is we will compact... This bag is now empty. Get that. Delete. Equip that. This. And there we go. We get more stuff there. Beauty, beauty, beauty. I'd also love this challenge to just eliminate all inventory messing around. If I have to be encumbered the whole way through it, it's fine. But I think that would be really nice for just like smoothness. Where's the info for the screenshot contest? It should be on stuff happening in Discord. So how quick is the Priory one then compared to this? Because this one felt pretty fast, I gotta say. Last time anyway. Maybe we'll be really weak this time and it won't feel very good. I really think that what we need to focus on with the NG when we get... So we get specializations after this, by the way. And I really think what we need to focus on at that point is damage. So what do you guys think? Where can we get like lots of crit for these low-level areas and stuff? Oh, come on. Alright, so do you think the in-game camera settings can take away the size perception of things in places in Guild Wars 2? I recently changed my camera in game to look like the video game, but after that I had a perception of size much better than before. Yeah, I think that that's a huge thing. I even used to experience that in Guild Wars 1 also, where, you know, if you played first person a lot, you'd realize that you're actually in these enormous environments. And it's something I'm particularly experienced in that sounds a bit big-headed there, but because I actually spent a long time setting up Guild Wars 1 in VR, and obviously that's another thing that really makes you realize how large a lot of these virtual environments are. A lot of places, when you look at like a video of an in-game like cabin or whatever, they look really small and cozy, but if you actually wear like a VR headset and you view them with proper stereo 3D and you feel some vague sense of presence, you actually realize these are enormous, like mansion-sized buildings quite often. And it's very rare that things are actually the proper size. Even small, tight little crannies and nooks that you'd find in Guild Wars 2 are probably actually massive with the right camera settings. So yeah, and I'm a big fan of the game feeling like it has a real large sense of scale and stuff. So I do think it's a shame when we miss out on that. But yeah. Have you seen ArenaNet have been posting quotes from players on Facebook with great quality pictures, whereas their screenshots for Teasing Tuesday look like they've been taken on potatoes? Man, don't you dare be rude about potatoes. Don't you dare be rude. We can re-equip our food here. Not the level 60 stuff, but we get our health regen. Here we had that. That's the one circumstance where we can use our heal skill. Yeah, I did actually see that when I was looking at the teaser earlier in the week when I was making one of the videos. I thought it was a bit weird. I don't really know who's buying them. It seems like... listen, I know me, and I know that if I ever saw a quote like that on Facebook for any game I'm following, no matter how big of a fan I am of that game, and it's no different with Guild Wars, I would think that looks a bit tacky, and I don't really get it. Like, does that actually help the game? One of our random players said that they love the game. Woo! I mean, I don't know. Maybe it is good. They're obviously doing it for a reason, but it doesn't. It certainly doesn't capture my attention. Like, it's the kind of thing where you look at it and you think, oh, this is going to be a quote from somewhere reputable, and therefore it has some meaning, you know. Or maybe not even reputable, just recognizable would be a start. But then it just turns out to be a quote from a random player. What are they? And I don't really get that. Maybe they're saying it's boosting the numbers, and there's nothing wrong with them trying stuff out as well. So don't let me get too high horsey and judgy. It's not like I know any better. But yeah, it just didn't sort of capture me. So I don't know what that's all about, really. WP, do you watch the ArenaNet Instagram? They've had 1 or 2 teasers I don't think you've covered. Yeah, Instagram's one of those places I basically never look. I vaguely mentioned it. Man, listen, guys, later we need to get on some of that plague carrier goodness in the open world. Instant kills, lots of bonus XP. It'll be great. The other thing that might really help this run, by the way, is kill streak boosters. If there's some way to get consistent, reliable kill streak boosters in the game, they would enormously buff the experience you get from a lot of these missions and actually make the choice of mission really interesting too, because it's no longer just which one's fastest, but maybe there's one that's slightly slower but has like 30 times the mobs in it, and obviously that's riskier. But if you've just killed 30 times the mobs, all with kill streak booster, and you're on a 10 times streak, that's a huge amount of leveling you get, which saves a ton of time in the open world. And so then there's those, and that's what's cool about this kind of stuff, like rooting it out. The faster you do it, the less risk there is and stuff. I really like that. So if there was a way to get a kill streak booster, but as far as I know, there's not. They just put it all on the goddamn gem store and unrenewable locations, and it's like, there's no way for players to reasonably stockpile that stuff. I don't think any of the devs realize how few steps from greatness their game is, essentially, in terms of fostering a scene that would be really good for this kind of stuff. It's a shame. I doubt they'll ever have a champion in this kind of project either. Intro to yesterday's YouTube video amused me, where you basically said that the Fractal trailer was more boring. Well, yeah, because I think it is kind of boring. You know, the thing is, there's a very clear balance with me. I do think it was boring. I don't think it was that interesting. But to me, like, there's nothing important about pointing that out and going on and on about it. And it does annoy me. It dismays me that all the conversation about it online is, and I genuinely, this is no exaggeration, it's like 80% of all discussion on that teaser is,
yeah, this is really bad. The resolution on this is really low. Oh my god, Arena Nerd is so bad at marketing.
like, it's that's it. That's all anyone's saying. It's like, okay, yes, it's bad. I'm not going to do a video pissing and moaning about that the whole time, though. Like, what's the point? Literally, what's the point? So yeah, I threw the little comment in there, but I didn't want to focus on it because honestly, let's get over it for a second, all right? I don't know. Maybe I spend too long on the internet and these things are interesting to talk about, but they're certainly not to me. Yeah, and then an Yggdrasil just came up in chat as well. Yeah, it's a teaser. Yeah, and that inevitably comes up as well. It's just like, okay. Farm gold and convert to gems. I don't really want that to be a part of the challenge. I think that would slow it down much more than the kill streak booster would give you, right? I don't want there to be a big monetary sink on it. So, CVPCS, where do we go now? Which one? Because that was pretty quick. I mean, the priority can't be too much quicker than that, right? I assume we don't need a video on yesterday's Dwarven ship. Well, I kind of want to do one more where I cover, like, a lot of stuff. I don't want to do, like, 3 videos on tiny teasers in a row. Not that anyone's actually said that I'm being lazy or anything, but... So, last time... we went Whispers, and Whispers was really quick. CVPCS says Whispers as well. So, I'll do Whispers again. Because Whispers was the fastest one. You guys voted on it, and I told you that I hated you all, remember? But it was actually really awesome. Hey, listen, one good thing about NG is you do genuinely get a new rifle upgrade, like, at every goddamn junction. And that's pretty nice. Our weapon is always extraordinarily... it's very contemporary. Let's put it that way. Alright, straight down. Did we get that waypoint? Oh, that's some pretty major Bologna right there. That's annoying. Cerebral Canyon, I think, is probably the faster route because I might be able to Griffin. I just bought a new computer. How much have you spent on your setup? I can't really answer that, unfortunately, because it's sort of lots of different pieces that I've been building and building and building over the past 10 years. But the two main components in it right now... well, no, that's not really true. I did a pretty big flat upgrade quite recently. So I don't know, actually. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. More than I'm actually proud to admit having spent. Shall we? I can't boost. It's not enough, but we can do this. This is okay. This is an alright speed. We don't have to go too mental with this. Good. Oh, wait, hold on. This is not the right thing, is it? I don't recall coming here. What? I have no memory of this. What on earth? Did I skip that last time? That's weird. Is that like an optional bonus thing that you can go do? Huh. Do you think it's worth the effort to make a full Fractal trailer like the Nightmare trailer when it hardly reaches the outside fan base? Couldn't the time be spent better? Great little devil's advocate suggestion right there. Good on you, man. I think that you might have a point. I think at the end of the day, it is all a question of what's actually worth spending a lot of time on. And they've probably realized that spending ridiculous amounts of time on tiny aspects of patches isn't good. I think that a lot of people who are complaining about on Reddit are captive audience members anyway. So I don't know. Can they step their game up? Probably. But, you know, there is a question of... like, clearly they only put effort in on expansions. And maybe that's the point, right? Maybe that's the only time, though, they really should be putting a lot of effort in. And I totally understand that. I think Season 1, and I've said this for a long time, I think Season 1 probably taught them a hell of a lot about how useless it is to market certain size patches in MMOs in certain ways. Just because, like, it doesn't mean anything. Like, look at all that content they kept putting into Season 1 with so much incentive to keep people playing the game. Every single one of them with a little extra little trailer on it. Every single one. And what happened to the game's audience? Shrank, if anything. Like, look at that. That's going to be a cold cup of piss slung across your jowls right there. So I think that, you know, they're probably still looking at stuff like that and being like, okay, right, there's only so much that we actually need to spend on this because there's an upper limit on who it will reach. Is that it? Back to the Salma districts. I don't remember doing that before. We must have gone the other option. If Arena should spend more on marketing on fractals, it should be to teach players that there are different type of dungeon content that would probably put in a lot. No, it's not marketing's job to do that shit. It's the game's job to do that shit. If there's a problem with that, the problem is that the shitty little mail that they send you is a party to a system people have already been taught to ignore throughout the experience of core leveling. And they have no other ways of encouraging people to go there. It's the game that should be teaching people that, not traders. I don't mean to be mean to you there. So here, by the way, is this my anger and my dismissiveness there? Is it the state of the game? Was this where we went Whispers instead of Priory? Yeah, this was... So, see... Well, wait. Go Priory, this one. It's the Shade Portal mission. Right, okay. We'll go Priory. I don't know where this is going to... I wouldn't even know where to begin. So, we'll just wait here and actually trigger that. Alright, it's up there. Yeah, yeah. So, this is what we did before. That's correct, but they could at least show screens that are not the fastest rev... Oh, I had a donation, did I? Oh, I did. Oh, guys. Honestly, this is getting a bit weird now. I really... Wow. Lily, again? We got our elite skill, by the way. Hounds of Balthazar. Hell yes. Lily, woohoo. I'm number 1 on the donation leaderboard for the month. We have a leaderboard? Hey, I'm working on a video for the Get Path of Fire contest, but I've never done anything like this before. Any advice for someone brand new to Sony Vegas? Thanks, man. All right, listen, Lily. I'm going to tell you this from the bottom of my heart right now. Do not use Sony Vegas. Don't do it. Don't do it. Start with Premiere. Even if you're forced into their shitty subscription model of doing things, just use Premiere. It's so much more robust. You can do so much more intelligent. Look at this. We've got another rifle, this time with a fire sigil. This is nuts. Use Vegas. Don't use Vegas. Use Premiere. I regret doing Vegas, and I want to take the time to learn Premiere at some point. The instability is not worth it. The limit, and Magic's haven't done anything with it since they bought it out. They've not done anything smart enough. The new versions are not good enough. It's all just a bit depressing, to be honest. If I were you, I would... See, what annoys me is, people that don't know, I studied film, right? And I learned Premiere way back in like 2007, 2008, around there. And I was all right at it. You know, I made a few short films and stuff for coursework and so on. And I knew Premiere quite well. Then a couple of years later, when I decided to start doing YouTube, basically, I was like, oh, what software do I want to use? And I went with Vegas instead. I can't even really remember why I went with Vegas. Maybe because I had some vaguely irritated ideas of Premiere, feeling limited. But that was only because of it had been a few years since I used it, and I knew it was complicated software, and I didn't want to feel like totally out of my game. So I used Vegas. Maybe someone had inspired me to use Vegas that had already been on the scene. And so I use Vegas, and now that and now in some respects you could say I professionally use editing software now, and I basically regressed. I went with the wrong suite, even though I had formal education and training in the ultimately superior product. So I wish I'd stuck with Premiere. I really do. The kind of things that you would have seen that I would have been doing. And it's weird how I mean, if you're going to enter the contest, I don't know how long term you're going to be on it, but you guys would be surprised how many little mistakes and issues and things have appeared in my video just as a result of that software. Because, like, preview quality and size and the way that the panels are set out and how I'm limited with things. And when I notice a small mistake, how irritating it could be to fix as opposed to how it could have been in different software and stuff. There's a lot of little things that factor in. I'm not going to stun break unless I really have to. So anyway. But if you do want to use Vegas... Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, hold on. If you do want to use Vegas, then my advice would be just, you know, to take it easy. It's very simple software. And I would consider myself pretty damn good at it now. There's very few aspects of it that I've never used now. But it is limited compared to all the integrations that you'd get if you go with Premiere and Adobe, and you get the Photoshop integrations and the After Effects expansion possibilities and all that kind of stuff. And Vegas does have some of those things, but the proper render farm access and things, Premiere just all the way, man. You just spent so much money on Vegas. I know. And one of the reasons I'm still with it is because I spent all that money on Vegas as well, and I wanted to get the most out of it. I mean, for your purposes of starting out, I'm sure it'll be fine, but long term, it's something I've regretted more and more and more. But here's the thing as well. Talent does not... success and making a good video doesn't actually really come from technical ability. Like if you watch so one of the best from a technical ability, from a technical standpoint, there is no question in my mind. There is no one who is better than them by a long way. The most impressive YouTuber on the Guild Wars 2 scene is Tekit's Workshop. He has a great style for branding and graphic design and direction for every little element of his channel. It's very professional grade, really, really good stuff. But does he get the credit he deserves based off of that? No, not necessarily, right? Like it's a small part of the puzzle. It's not the be all and end all. Very simple stuff, as long as it's got certain other qualities, can do very well as well. Despite there being such a dramatic difference in talent and skill between Tekit and most other people on the entire scene, is he head and shoulders above everyone else in terms of viewership and love and blah, blah, blah? No. And it's because it doesn't actually count for that much on YouTube. Coming to terms with that is something a lot of people might struggle with, but it's the truth of the way the world works. The priestess in this mission says, Grent is a child of Dwayne. Do you think there are family relations between some of the other gods as well? Yeah, because she comes back at the end of the game, right? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe some things. Look for underworld hints in this mission? Alright, hold on. I'm really scared of this guy, so let me just pop my elite here. And make sure we get the damage rolling. Alright. I actually think we rotated fairly well there. I think that was not too bad. We don't need blinds while he's attacking the hounds. And there we go. A lot slower and scarier than on the Guardian, but there you have it. He doesn't come out with many videos these days. Well, that's the thing. Making it is not actually being good at the software, in my opinion. It's being good at workflows and being good at putting out quality stuff and professional looking stuff, but very consistently. So it's actually a balance, right? And it's easy to get the balance wrong. I'm not even claiming that I've ever got the... again, don't let me sit here and act like a guru. But in my opinion, the actual key to success is not going balls to the wall, for YouTube anyway, is not going balls to the wall, big dick, put everything you can into one single production. Because what you do is you bloat your production times beyond the point that people can consistently latch onto you. You have to find the perfect middle ground where you can put out really professional grade stuff, but as frequently as possible. And that's the true thing that you're looking for. All right, there we go. So now we get to pick the order, and I've been told not to go Whispers, but the other two are okay. We have more advice in the tank for Priory. I will let you guys vote for me. The first person to pick Priory or Vigil with the code 55 will determine the route, the destiny of this character. So, Priory or Vigil, let me hear it. 55 is the code. I'm ready to join an order. So, we heard Arctic Alpaca said Priory 55. Congratulations, Arctic Alpaca. You may have just sealed this character's fate right there. Sorry, you said what? Priory. Priory. And so, Siren will be our best buddy. This rifle's worse than the last one. What? How have they got it? This is odd. What? Why? It doesn't even have a sigil on it. Good job, Arena. Well done. Impressive as always. Do we have any mods in chat? As always, no. Again, I put this little reminder out to people. If you're here a lot and you want a mod, you can send me a message because I am looking for some. By doing this, we save Tybalt's life. Yeah, no, we very rarely do. It's literally B-boy or flag, and those guys have been becoming less and less consistent over time, so we're going to have to shake some things up, I think. They are still around, and that's not me trying to be mean to them or whatever. We are done with the story. No. So now we just got to do the last mission, right? Which I forgot last time. Have I ever got past chapter 3? No. No, we died finishing chapter 3. Right at the cusp of chapter 4, we died fighting Jotun on a Guardian. We're now on an Engineer. So, the other version of this... Oh, no. Now we've got this to do. Crap. I've got to learn these skills. Siren is just cherry. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm looking forward to saying cherry. That's a good point, actually. Cherry, cherry, cherry. Always cherry. So, what we got? We got a block. We got a TP. As long as these skills actually act like the profession equivalents, I'll be alright. Oh god, the 4 really hits hard. Does the 5 actually give us some blocks? Oh my god, and it refreshes really fast. Oh my god, just spam the 4, I think, is the idea here. How strong are the fireballs? What the hell? Oh dear, these guys actually really hit us quite hard there. Just kill that brute back there. Oh, doesn't it cost us life force to use these? Aren't these like sacrifice abilities? Expending a great deal of life, yeah. Look, the boss is up now. Do I get my life back with the 2? I do. I get my life back with the 2. So the idea is to use like 4-2, 4-2, 4-2. And we want to do this before Logan and all of his buddies die, I think, probably. Good thing that they don't aggro on us. Is this a good AoE? It's a stun break. It's a cast time stun break. How odd is that? Strange abilities. So does the shield expend life force? It does. That's a really interesting idea. You know, I'm looking forward to the next vampire-based Necro Elite spec. Calling it here first, guys. Wooden Potatoes Leaks. Oh, God. Okay. Another wave. That's pretty bad. I'm going to summon the hounds. Mr. Burns style. Can I put my kits on? Oh, I can. Ha! Oh, shit. So what if I just... Oh, I'm just totally going to do this then. Screw it. Screw all the rest. All right, there we go. Story is Dunsies. We're getting another level there. Right. Inventory's going to be looking a bit blitzed here, so we're going to be careful. But did you ever even like the touch vampire build? Oh, no, I'm not saying that it would have to be a touch build. But yeah, I liked that. Cheesy as hell. Horrible to fight against and basically bad for the game type. But fun to play. Power and vitality, I'm well up for that. Gimme, gimme, gimme. We'll throw the old one out. Open the weapon container. This doesn't actually matter and I have all of the skins. But I guess we'll have a look at how strong the rifle is. Because it's green. Power and healing power with a minor sigil of force. Plus 1% extra damage? Oh, guys. Jesus. Gimme, gimme. Let's delete that. Don't care about that. Boots don't care about. Not the person, the item. Those, we'll eat that before immediately swapping back to our writ of strength. Deposit those. Eat that before swapping back to our regen foods. Delete that. Alright, I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. Okay. May as well grab this, just because funsies. Now, tomes. We hit level 32. So, level 30 tome, level 31 tome, level 32 tome. So, there we go. We're now 35. We've got 2.5 levels to earn. Shouldn't be too shabby. Let's see what we got as level up rewards there. We got legs. We get a booster. Now, I actually kind of like the booster. We'll go strength, because 5% reduced damage isn't going to save me. But 5% extra damage might score a kill a bit quicker. And thus prevent a lot of damage. So it's sort of the same thing, I reason. We'll get rid of those. Okay. And that booster will be for later. Now, specializations are now available to us. We can only grab one. What do you guys want to do? I guess we'll just throw this up to a very quick vote here. instead of doing the discussion so we can be on our way. The first person to pick a specialization line with the code 74 will decide this character's fate. So, explosives, firearms, alchemy, inventions, or tools. I will max out whatever. Explosives, 74. Okay. And that came from Ewan, so very fast off the mark there. And we finished the line. 20 points left over. That's nice. We can maybe put those on some things. So let's equip explosives. So we now get a bomb when we dodge, which we can never do. Our explosions cause vuln. We do extra damage with vulned mobs. Grenadier, we can increase the velocity and blast radius of our grenades. And we're using a lot of the nade kit, so I kind of like that. Power is just straight up increased. And our blast grant might... I can't imagine that being too good. Glass cannon, 5% extra damage is not going to be as good as the quality of life from the grenades. Aim-assisted rocket, I'm in love with, so I'll probably do that. Gain vitality and ferocity based on our power. No, look at how tiny that is on that conversion. God, leveling RPG aspects are bad. We'll ignore that. Minesweeper, we can't dodge anyway. Let's do the orbital strike command. So we'll damage someone at 50% health and get a free orbital strike on them. So top, I think looked really nice there. And we don't get another line now, guys, until we're level 45. So it's a fair clip away. And we best hope that things don't go too shabby. Now, there's also the question of the elite skill we could grab. The supply crate, I think, would be really nice for us. Actually, mortar might be quite nice, but then that kind of hits the same gameplay space as the kit. But we already have a lot of kit progression, so let's just grab the mortar. There we go. And this way we get orbital strike there as well, which is kind of nice. So this is good for really long distance kiting here. So that's what I'm going to do with the build there. And I guess now we're just going to progress along through Lion's Arch. Do you know what I really want to do? Here's what I really want to do. We're going to try something else. Am I allowed to use supply crate as it has a heal? If you read the rules, it explicitly says that the only thing that's not allowed is clicking the skill 6. That's what it means by using the heal. I cannot write it any clearer than that. I've tried to write it so that that question doesn't come up. Other forms of healing are absolutely allowed. That's what makes the interesting build craft. So, the quickest Griffin peak. I mean, we did a lot of messing around with this before, and we just couldn't quite nab it, could we? But I feel like it would be really nice if we could just find a really early peak that we can just, you know, we don't have to balls around. We can just go for it, you know? But the thing is, we don't get enough height here. I mean, that's quite nice. Oh, maybe. Do you think dare we risk it? Oh, if I got that POI on the bridge, that would have been really nice. I'm not going to risk it. We'll just keep flying along like this. I think this is okay. You guys might not like this, but I'm actually going to come up here to get that waypoint. Because... hold on. What if I hit the waypoint? And then Springer... Oh, I thought there was like a roof up here. All right, that's fine. No. So not Springer. What if we go from the Priory itself, though, right? So we can grab Ogden's thing there. Lots of POIs rolling in. We've got our 4 buffs going as well. That's important to make sure. White Mower, level 31. Let's try and kill 2 of these and see how comfortably these guys die. Oh, that's a lot of bonus XP. We won't get the orbital strike this time. They die a bit quicker now. That's okay. Explosives might have been a good choice there. Please choose my profession, in-game and IRL. All right. In-game, you're going to be a mesmer. And IRL, you're going to be a biogerontologist. So there you go. Enjoy. Let's go grab that. And this will be... Oh, God. Big frame drops there. Big frame drops. That's really strange. Please don't knock me off. Oh god, I really felt like I was falling there. I really felt like the rabbit had bucked me off and then I was stuck. So now, in theory... Yes, we got that. That's good. Let me just... This might be a real... Oh, you dick! Oh god, and the frame drops again. Ah, that's annoying. If I didn't crash onto that, maybe we could have unfogged that and then zoomed straight forward to here and straight in to where I was aiming for, which is Blood Tide here. Pretty quick. Maybe this has been addressed, but with no wallet usage, should waypoints be off limit, or would that slow progress too much? Yeah, we have talked about that before. I'm still not settled on it. Because I do think that now that mounts are in the game, there is... It used to be kind of ridiculous to talk about, and I have done challenges where I've never waypointed. But very late in the game, what it actually means is a lot of yo-yoing back and forward from Fort Trinity. We've already... No, we haven't. And just certain like fiddly stuff, and depending on the routes you take, it can be really bad. But then that just means don't take those routes, and it's kind of an interesting part of the whole routing game. But so yeah, I don't know. But anyway, now with mounts, all of that doesn't quite feel as punishing as it used to. So I think it could really be a way to do it. It really could. It could be very interesting. For now though, I'm doing waypoints just because I'm not very good at it yet. I'm kind of viewing it as a training wheels thing. And maybe in future, like, you can find a perfect way to do the whole thing. So obviously, we're very under-leveled right now. The idea I was going for here, I never actually expressed it. But what I wanted to do was go to Lornars, get really high, Griffin, straight from the start of Lornars, straight down to Blood Tide, cut through Blood Tide and Griffin if I could as well, into Lion's Arch here. Now, Lion's Arch isn't very good because everything unfogs, okay? Oh, and it loaded me there anyway. That's bullshit. What I wanted to do was come over here, hit the lighthouse, and then Griffin along or some shit. But it loaded me here anyway because of the cutscene on the first time we enter. So that was kind of crap. We'll grab this waypoint. Upcoming story wants us to have these places. But I'm not sure we really care for too much. I mean, there is pretty high POI density in the center of town. So that's cool. Grab this as well. I mean, that's the thing. There's some places in Tyria where there's just so many random little map objectives that you can grab. You know, but I really wonder right now, I really do wonder if the best thing for us to do is actually not be here at all. What the hell? Come on, press F, man. Normally it automatically takes you off the mount. I wonder if the best thing is actually to go to the char areas. Should we try that? Should we go to the char areas? Let me get the stuff at the lobster, because there's like 3 things there. And then we'll maybe go over there. Because I just don't know. I mean, what's going through my head constantly at this point is, if I was in a field killing mobs right now, would this experience be going up faster? If I was in a field, if I was doing hearts, if I was getting events, would this be going up quicker? Would I have already leveled by now if I just immediately gone and dedicated myself to killing shit? Now, with a kill streak booster, I'm pretty confident that yes, I would have. It's a bit of an annoying little thing to do that there. But as for the rest, I'm not so sure. Okay, so, Rookton. And this is a benefit of being a human, because we get that Asura Gate quite comfortably. Love these challenges. How much longer will you stream for today? 5 hours for me in stream? Jesus, 5 hours? No, I usually stream about 2 hours. I started about 40 minutes early today, so I'll probably be streaming about 3 hours today. When I very first started streaming, I was doing 5 hour days, but then I started picking up other projects, and it sort of just wore away. Do you think the story of Guild Wars 1 is told good enough for players new to the franchise? I feel like you can't actually get into the lore just by playing the game. Yeah, exactly. I think you're absolutely right. I don't think you can get into the lore by just playing Guild Wars 1 easily. It was never told very well. It was more excusable for when it originally came out, but it's much less excusable now. So no, I don't think it's very good. I think you need like a companion guide to really get the most out of Guild Wars 1. And may I be so arrogant and bold and pig-headed as to say that my LP is a reasonable companion guide, but mostly like the wiki. From level 2, you get to level 12 if you get all towns done. Okay, that's interesting, but you level faster in the early levels, so I wonder whether that's actually that useful to hear. Tell me what that's like after level 15, and, you know, now we're cooking with hot sauce. Okay. Let's try these scrits. So this is one of the places I wanted to try. The scrit in this little cave over here. How do we get in? It's through here. There's sometimes an event here as well. Now, scrit hurts, but we are level appropriate. God, I love that aim-assisted rocket. Oh, it feels so good. Do you remember that stream we did a while ago where we were talking about the Rhino from Ratchet and Clank? And how that trait, if it was a Grandmaster, it could feel like the Rhino. Okay, I've killed 2 of them so far, and I haven't actually looked at the experience either time, so let's just have a quick look here. Bonus XP of 8? No, someone's been through here. I guess it's because it's a heart. That's the thing. The heart areas, especially late game. In late game, nobody cares about anything except killing stuff. And the heart areas are always like, yeah, you get experience at the end because that's the reward for finishing the heart. But you've lost a ton of experience because all the mobs have been killed recently as other players have come through, completing the heart too. So I don't know about any of that. Oh my god. This is obviously not the way that they originally designed this. But maybe we can get it anyway. Alright, I think we're good. I have so many tomes and free level 20s and 30s. It's ridiculous. I'm assuming you're leveling manually for the fun of it / content. No, the reason I'm not using those tomes is because they're not renewable sources. You will run out of them eventually. You can't, like, infinitely do it. The same is true for tomes, but tomes, you know, single level tomes. But those tomes are at least, you know, so here could be a really good griffin spot. What do you guys think? I hadn't thought about that. Can you griffin to the walls of Ebonhawk? That would be hot. That would be a hot tamale right there. Oh, look, we can come up here. It's an invisible wall, but the devs have let me land here. This is kind of nice. I bet that the top of that is a thing. Do you know what, guys? We might be onto something here. Let's see. Let's see how far we can fly. Oh, no. We're losing so much height already. Thing is, we don't get any other aspects of map completion. Oh, God, the forest. Coming through. We don't get any others except the unfogs, and I don't know about that. Can we get on top of this? This would be quite nice. This is pretty high. Oh, we can. Oh, oh, oh. Oh my god, this is actually awesome. Oh my god, please don't fall to your death. Oh, hello. Holy crap, did we just luck our way into the highest part of the map? Oh my god. So we need a good dive. That, probably? No, what? Why? Why? Oh, you son of a... What the hell? There's a way you can walk down there. Oh. Christ. Oh, and there's one there as well. That's actually ruined my... That's ruined my week. That's not ruined my day. That's ruined my week. Ah. Oh. Let's try these, I guess. What level are they? They're level 33, so a bit scary, but not too scary. Oh, we got the fire... Neither of those worked. You don't insta-kill worms. I mean... No Condi cleanse except on the elixir gun itself. How do I get my friends into Guild Wars 2? I already know someone who wants to play his first MMO with me. But I don't know if I should help him level or just leave him alone to his... If you're going to play with him, don't play on level 80. If he's going to level, you should be a low level with him. I mean, really. Hold on, let me get these, I guess. I mean, I really do believe in that. I think that if you're a level 80 and you're just running around one-shotting stuff and you're on the mounts... I think one of the biggest problems most gamers, but just people in general, struggle with is when they're really enthusiastic about something and they know a ton about it. You're probably gonna information overload the poor sod. Or I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking from my own experiences there. And not as me as the information overloader, but you know, like if you like the example I go to is, let's say you're playing a really heavily Minecraft modded Minecraft pack, yeah, and someone joins your server and you've got, you know, all your friends have got different areas on it, and then you just show them all, you're like, oh yeah, look at this and this and this, and they don't even know how the fucking game works, and they see like a million different things going on. It's just going to be boring to them, and they're going to feel like they're just, you know, they're not going to relate to it. So just let them take it at their own pace, but you can hang around with them. But I personally, if I was trying to get someone into the game, I wouldn't be running around on mounts next to them. Maybe I'd show them that they exist at one point or another, but I wouldn't spend ages, you know, flaunting all my gear and outfits and stuff. I wouldn't do that, because I think that kind of overload can just make people feel overwhelmingly out of the loop, and that's not going to let them feel a genuine connection. So the dog died quickly, but gave 0 XP. So that's annoying. The place I actually really want to go to see what kind of XP yields I can get is down here near this this gathering area. Because to me, it's like one of the rarest areas of the game and one of the like least visited places. These ogres just aren't dying quick enough though. I don't know. I wanted to kill the ogres around here because, like, what's the reason to ever come here? I don't know, this place always stands out to me. I'm going to keep them blind so I can just stand here. Okay, I think we avoided a big CC there. 213 bonus XP, there's a level. So, what have we got now? We're at level... that was our first one, right? So, yeah, we're 37. We need 2 more levels now, guys. Just 2 levels. See, plus 200 bonus. If we can kill him quick enough, it's not bad. Come on, I was pressing the mount button so heavily there. I don't have the fireworks on. Good point. Okay, I'll equip those. Nicely spotted. I mustn't have popped too many when we started playing a second ago. Alright. Wrong button. 250 bonus XP. What we need is the AoEs though. I need like a list of high mob density areas. That's what I really need. Because I just don't know them well enough off of the back of my head. I mean, that was pretty nice. Just feels like the killing sections are so slow. Come on, finish him off, please. Oh my god. I do have some kind of auto attack thing on. I don't know where it came from. I don't know when I put it on because I haven't fiddled with any settings like that. But there's some kind of auto attack going on here, and it's frustrating the hell out of me because it keeps doing it when I'm trying to engage on Raptor. There, that's the kind of engage we want, but we want it on like 4 or 5 mobs, not 2. This is why I think about swamps as well, like swamps. And especially areas with Risen. Where's a load of Risen at this level range? There's sort of not any, are there? These 2 Moa, maybe? Why is he running away? And, you know, the AI, when it does that's pretty frustrating. And then it only comes back later. Oh, I messed that up. Alright, we can do that. He should bleed to death. No, no, no. See, all I did was right-click him there. I'll turn that off in a second. Control and click the skill 1. No. What I have is right-click to interact on. That's what I have on. I probably turned it on to play the game on my laptop a while ago, if I actually think about it very carefully. I think it was probably that. So, there I did a bunch of killing. You guys can see the experience that I got there. That wasn't great, was it? So, I don't know about that. This feels alright. I mean, 4 mobs is definitely a start. I mean, you kill all of those, and it's kind of like getting a single POI. Kind of. Maybe escorts are better than I give them credit for, because you get all of the experience like so, and then you get the bulk at the end. I don't know why my target was over there. Donations? Really? Again? No. What? Oh, it was Ewan. I'm sorry, dude. No, basically, every day when you donate, it's... Oh, I had a donation. Sorry. I should be ashamed of that, shouldn't I? Anyway, thank you very much. The only reason for donating is so I can become a mod. Please catch on already. Oh, I don't know whether... I don't know whether you can just pay your way in, man. That's not cricket. I'm not sure about that. Do you get Heart of Thorn for free when you buy Path of Fire? No, you don't. Thank you very much, Ewan. Thanks, everyone who's donated today. Thank you. No, you don't get it for free. It was a bit of a surprise, but technically, the devs had never written it off, despite the fact we all sort of felt like they had. Or I certainly did. Maybe I'd led everyone astray. I don't know. Oh, wrong again. So we can kill them and then come back. So it's interesting. I guess what the devs have done is you cannot mount while you have a projectile in the air. So, like, for example, if I fire that mortar all the way over there, and now I spam my mount button, look. Oh, I can get on. Okay, no, you can. It's just got a huge aftercast on it. That's interesting. I wonder, because I was going to say, why would they have done that? And I was guessing maybe it had something to do with, what if you are a core necro, you use Shroud 2 at max range? If people don't know, this throws a little, like, icy projectile out that poisons chills, but when it latches onto something, it teleports you to them. So what if you... Oh, that was good. Hello. Okay. And I think Symbol just pulled them all in. That was really nice. So what if you did that, and then you got on a mount? Would it teleport you on the raptor to the mob? I know it's aftercast, but it's more than that. It's like a specific kind of like mount aftercast, because regular mortar attacks don't have such a long aftercast. You can see there. Look at how frequently I'm pressing those projectiles. Each of those projectiles is not representing another opportunity to get on the mount. The mount is much more limited than that, right? So the mount has its own aftercast on it, like where it seems no other action can have been taken. Or at least a projectile-based action. Because if I use Rocket 5... Well, we got in combat there with that stupid doe, so... Alright, so again, here, we're doing this escort. How do we feel? This is slowed down, right? WP, just outside of Ebonhawk. Fireflies, raptors, moas, bandits, and hyenas. Just outside of Ebonhawk. Where? To the north? I'm down for trying some of your advice there. Definitely. So there, by the way, we get a coat, which we don't care about, and we get crafting materials, which we don't care about. So there's the event. The event itself gave us that much. Not so sure. Let's go over here then. The main gate. You think that my character is a separate entity to the mount, so it wouldn't work? I don't know. Would it, though? Is it a separate entity? I thought they said on the stream that they wanted it to work that way, and kind of even had a setup with it working that way, but didn't use it in the end. Right. Well, fireflies, but the mob density is not high enough. This is not high enough for me to... I mean, yeah, like there, I didn't even get that. Lots of bonus XP. So that's nice. I wonder if fireflies just sort of universally are good things to kill. What we need is, I mean, raptors, they're not dense enough. These fireflies, I mean, if we're only getting 2, it's just not... Oh, but we are getting in the hundreds. I bet we won't get so much from these guys. Oh, we will. We will, we will, we will. This place is good. Alright, what else? Can we get these 2, please? Hello? Yes, we can get those 2. That's what this challenge is. It's about being a master of the roundup ability. $240. Ordinary bush. Isn't he, I don't know if I've ever done that event. It's an escort. That means wave-based mobs coming at us. WP, I think it's more than just the aftercast skills worry about, but a full completion of animation effects of the skill, which can be clipped normally by other skills. It is cool to see under the engine like that, though, right? We can kill that worm before it sinks. This area is good. Definitely this area is good. But will it be consistently good, run after run? Come on, you were blind! You were... Oh, he wasn't blind. Skill 3 hadn't landed. It's annoying. Disillusioned Separatist. I haven't even... Oh, come on. Someone remind me at the end of this stream. When we're closing the stream, somebody please, for the love of God, remind me. He even heals from that. That's interesting. To turn off the auto attack. If you donate with me, I could sleep with you, says Nightbot. When did I ever say that? There must be a double meaning in that. In that I was talking about something completely not what it sounds like. And people have childishly quoted it. Remember the books found in Ebonhawk near here? One of my favorite lore books, pages in game. Yeah, I really like that. That hidden achievement and everything, actually. That was one of my favorite early Guild Wars 2 videos to make. So we've got renegades. Blatant enemies. 100s. What are your thoughts on Evan Nashblade bundle in the gem store? I only like the outfit claim ticket since you can choose something RNG, but I wouldn't buy it though. I don't know. I don't think I've even really looked at it actually. Renegade confirmed? What do you mean renegade confirmed? Alright, let's drop that down. Come on. Is he? Oh, God. Oh, you mean because we're fighting renegades. Right. Yeah, we saw a Deadeye yesterday, guys, and now we've got renegades here. Ooh. So, hold on. We're level 37. I think what we should actually be doing is fighting slightly tougher mobs. So, let's move further up the map. But I don't know. I could tell you one thing as well. A kill streak would really mean a lot here. It would really mean a lot. Rev's in 2012. Yeah, right. The funny thing is, if Rev wasn't in the game, Renegade could still exist. It's just it would have been an elite spec that would have been attached to a different class. It could have even still had the Carla theme with it. It just wouldn't have been the, you know, this idea of actually channeling her directly in the way that the Renegade, as we know it, does. So we got that. I now find myself wondering if we can Griffin somewhere really quickly again. Tenebran Lake. Should we see how these branded do? Oh, these guys hurt. Something hurts right now. Something really hurts right now. What is that? Is it him? Is he like those risen at the end? I did deliberately stun break there for the regeneration. Okay, well, they kind of hurt, so I don't really want to hang around there too much. Maybe we can go with these two here. You know, the Raptor Engage can hit 10 targets. 10 targets. We're lucky to get 2. It'd be really nice if there was a place where we could get more that wasn't reliant on random dynamic events. Oh my god, did we put 11 burn on him? Why did he have so much burn on him? What do you think was the creature that killed the animals on the Ebon Vanguard's way south? I don't know what you're talking about. What sort of run is this? There's a command you can click that will tell you. Still don't like it. I'll tell you what, guys. What we're going to do when we get this next level is we're going to go back to Lornar's and we're going to do the thing we did before for our final level. Come on, don't flee. Oh, we still don't have it. There you go, level. I think we just overtook the Guardian. I think that was where the guard died, so pretty hype, eh? All right, let's go back up to Lornars. And then we'll fly down in the same way we did before. Probably fight those Jotun again. Maybe even dip into Dredgehaunt for a second. I'm not too sure on that, but we might try it. Oh. You know what? I so rarely use him, and he really deserves to be used here at least. God, what a crusty old cliff this is. Get over there! These crested raptors might be interesting to fight. Last time, obviously, we went into the Squid Cave, but this time I'm not going to, because I actually think that fighting... Ooh, that's too tempting. Hold on. Let's kill all the babies and see what they give us. Loads of bonus XP. Hell yes. I need to remember that. Little hives like that. That's what we want. Look at that. That was awesome. Okay, we get another thing. Oh, a rejuvenation booster. Hell yes. That's pretty nice. The food. Oh, and we get to refresh our thing there. I'll refresh the whole lot, actually. Yeah, that was nice. That was pretty good. With a rejuvenation booster, that'll help us late game. That's the kind of thing we're going to save till, like, Temple of the Forgotten Gods or Fort Trinity, I think. Claw Island actually is an extremely challenging mission on runs like this. So there we go. We're all the way up here, and now I'm just going to try and find a nice high point for a griffin dive. That was poo. They put an invisible rule right there. I actually really don't like the way they've handled the invisible walls here. At least from the perspective of doing this challenge. It feels really arbitrary. Like, I can't really tell the logic of where they put them. It just feels like a guy... Like, they're... Like, I just don't get it. Some of it feels so arbitrary. And it's far too inconsistent whether they'll let us go up or down places. So I'm just not sure. Like here, can I get to the top of this? I actually have no idea until I smash my head against it. Then there's the whole other level of will the bunny actually land on things. So they do let me land on this one. Finding that initial leaping platform will be something to research, I believe. I think this should get us down the whole map though. I hope. Time to find out. And we're off. So I'm going to try and stick to the left. Because we already unfogged a ton of stuff and we're too high for that waypoint, but that's fine. If I can get these areas... Alright, we did. We got that. Good. I was going for the Grenth statue basically there. Oh no, the Grenth statue's down here, isn't it? I really don't want to have to use the C button. Close, close, close. But we made it. That's good. Pull along here. Oh, I shouldn't have raised. I shouldn't... Oh, no, we got the waypoint anyway. I was going to say, I shouldn't have flapped there because we were right in waypoint angle. There we get that POI. That's pretty nice. Now we get this. Let's not drop too much height, though, because if anything, I want to come over here. And we land. So what did we get there? That was pretty much the whole map. Pretty much. It's probably a better route with more POIs and things, I don't deny. Pretty unimpressive on the experience as well. And I wonder if it's because it's too low level. This is 25 to 40, so a lot of those were like level 20 zones, and we're almost 40 right now. The only big experience from Unfogged would have been coming down here at the end, at the far end. So that would have been more efficient to have done earlier. Finding the right moment, the right level to do that's going to have a pretty big effect. So here's the Jotun. This was a run-ending area once. We were 2 levels younger than we currently are when we were last fighting them. I don't know whether I even want to fight them on this because he's so much weaker than the Guardian was in terms of offense. Let's try these grubs. Do you know what? Why? How the hell? How long was that weakness? Oh, never mind. I've been attacked now anyway. That could have been kind of cool. There's a good density of mobs on this. Yeah, there's a really good density. Let's see. Let's see how we feel on this. We got to do a lot of damage quick, though, before this blind runs out. We're going to save the grenade 3. No, this is bad. I don't like this. Hold on. This is bad. I really am not comfortable right now. This is why we got mortar kit. Just keep loading them up. Keep him away before he does any kind of nasty CC. What is it that's throwing those? There's a big CC there. Okay, he missed. Not great experience here anyway. We'll just move along and we'll fly from that cliff somewhere, I guess. We're not going to be able to solo the champion. Even if we could, even on level 80s, that guy takes ages. So let's not even think about it. Good, we broke combat. There's that vista down there. I don't know, man. Let's go this way, scrape the south of the map. Can we get it? Can we get it? Can we? Come on. What the hell, man? What even is this waypoint? This POI? Oh, it's that. That's annoying. That's really frustrating. Let's try this one here. This is just slowed down so much. I know that, like, around at this point in the game, leveling does slow massively, and I don't really know why, but it really does feel very slow around these levels. Because we've done a lot of challenges and things in the past, and it really does at this point. It seems to suddenly end sometime around level early 50s. We're not going to make that, so I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to try. Another POI. If we can keep our speed, it'll be really nice. I don't even think we could. Another POI. Those guys actually really hurt, so I kind of want to make sure we get the evades there. Going through that portal to Blood Tide's a bad idea because they suddenly level quite high there, as far as I remember. Let's just go for this vista. God, so much of the content is like so wantonly being skipped now. Like, this is actually a fiddly little jumping puzzle to get there. Not anymore, bitches. We'll get this one. If you fall to your death from accidentally entering no gliding mount zone, the game is over. Absolutely, yeah, but you can catch yourself with a... Oh, no, I see what you're saying. If it's both no glide and no mount together, yeah, that would be pretty bad. Agreed. Let's dive down and grab that very briefly. Straight back up onto the skimmer, maybe. And now what? I mean, I just don't know. Maybe up there? Kethero said the leveling curve is constant from 20. Yes, mathematically. But in terms of the content you're doing, the number of enemies you have, how easy they are to kill, the amount of bonus experience you get from them, the pacing of the personal story quests before you get more batches of experience, all of that stuff, that means that looking at the raw math, as always in life, is a pretty silly way of doing things, and it means that there is a bit of a well at around this point in the game where leveling feels slower. In fact, you know what? I kind of want to go north. That looks pretty good up there. We'll grab some of those. So yeah, even if it is mathematically steady, and I believe it actually caps off at 15, not 20. But so that's the point I'm making here. This is good because they're already weak. Oh, that felt great, but such a minuscule little thing there. Destroy it, maybe? This could be a really worthwhile heart to do. Inventory's full. Let's just salvage, shall we? That did sweet FA. It's probably just a lot of junk, so we want to make sure we clean that up later. Hey, I was just replying to someone's comment above about the XP curve. Nothing about this run. Oh, I see. Okay. I keep doing that. I keep thinking that people are responding to me, but they're actually talking to other people in chat, and I'm really sorry about that. Either way, I think it's an important thing to discuss. Someone in chat suggested the jump pad outside Ebonhawk into gliding into Griffin. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Oh, what? And that would let you skip all the way through, through the Fields of Ruin. What other jump pads were added like that with HOT? Because there's a few, aren't there? Any other useful ones people can think of? The dolly axe at the start of Timberline. That's a good point. Or are you talking about some dolly axe right here? Dolly axe right here, maybe? Scholar Peck is down. Maybe we can do his escort. That would do the heart as well, maybe. There's 1 in Iron Marches. The number of maps bottlenecks around 50. There are less maps per level. My point is this is where the XP curve trends upwards, so you need to find places where the XP gain is also trending upwards. Yeah. I mean, there was that funny Revenant hammer bug where you could use a launch pad and you'd go absolutely flying at warp speed. That was really cool. I wonder how that compares to Griffin speed, actually, these days. We will do this. The prospect of getting the heart finished and the event finished all together with some free kills on the way, I think feels quite nice. Here we get a volunteer bonus, which I'm going to make sure to click as well in a second. Because that's extra XP as well. Who knows, though? Once we've done both, once all of this comes in... Ow. Jeez. Once all of this comes in, we might be just about ready to get back into story there. And we'll be on Order Neophyte. Chapter 3 will be complete. They fixed the bug, but it was the same. How do you know it's the same speed as the Griffin? I know that it was fixed. But I don't know whether it was the same speed as the Griffin. WP, did you know there's a swinging kid in the Crystal Oasis? Yeah, I did hear pre-launch that there would be one there. I didn't know exactly where it is. I think it's on a boat or something, isn't it? Maybe? You can easily go through Bitterfrost Frontier with a Raptor if you want, but I fear death going through Frostgorge unless Griffin from a ship. Is there a really great reason to go to Bitterfrost? And for what it's worth, what about Lake Doric as well? Pretty easy place to go to. Oh, this ends in a boss event as well. Like, these are fairly good events to do, I think. Especially if they end in a boss, because you get a double... You get sort of double whammy event rewards. You get a heart. This guy's tanky. What the hell? Die. We need more damage. What do you guys think for our next specialization after the story? We'll be very close to it. I'm guessing firearms. Let's kill the randoms in here before more mobs spawn. Oh, that burning. That burning, though. That's really annoying. Come on, break combat. Break, 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 break. Why? Who am I fighting? I didn't aggro any of them, did I? Ah, no. White Mantle hits hard and the area is blocked, I think. You need level 80 permission. Oh, okay. Oh, gods. All right, sorry. I might be a bit bad at chat at the moment because something here is really painful. All right, anyway, look, there's the level for the heart, for the thing. So even if I wanted more experience, I'm not allowed it. We go straight to the story. So, travel to Lion's Arch. And, we're Priory, right? So we're going to meet Siren. And, we're ready to begin Order Neophyte. Oh, why didn't it record the Chapter 2 timing very well? Oh, I guess it did. It's just that it was our first time ever, so it's appeared on the right, not the left. Right. There we go. There's the loading screen. 3 hours, 10 minutes into the run. It seems we get about an hour a chapter. If I could get that down to a chapter every half hour, that's pretty solid. Oh, yeah, and we get Old LA. Oh, man, this always makes me happy. Well done. One thing that Personal Story does well. All right, so this is basically a free mission as well for what it's worth. We get to just chill out and listen to them all whinge about how hard their lives are since the book. There's absolutely no combat on this one whatsoever. We can call him a fool. Oh, wow. Okay. And there you go. That's the key farm. So I think now at this point... Oh, no. CVPCS goes even further than this, right? Is there another key at 60? What do you think happened to the mentors who aren't there with you at Claw Island? The same thing. They all die in the same way. There is no story about the others where they survive just because you didn't pick them. They're all there. They're all the same character. They're all a cutout. Yeah, key at 60 also. Yeah. So this is why CVPCS knows about this, because they do runs. Why can't I deposit that? Oh, because it's an invisible bag. Really? Oh. I'm going to vomit. I'm actually going to vomit at this inventory management. There we go. Get rid of all that. Oh, look at all these bags as well. Jesus, dicking Christ. Read my mail. Oh, I have a new friend. Thank you. Okay. So now we're going to go... Oh, she's at the TP, I guess. Do they all just start at the TP? What? See, that's stupid as well. Why would they have it all start at the TP? The TP is a well-trafficked place anyway in Lion's Arch. Surely the idea is to spread your player base out and explore and find the other interesting areas. It's all arbitrary because we're always going back in time here anyway. So did they just do the TP because it's the old TP we go to when we meet Gix? But come on. Why not have that where the Karka thing starts? Okay, unskippable cutscene. You was key farming as at 60 as an excuse to burn tomes. I see. You just played the whole personal story. Level 60 and 70 took you about 2 hours each, and level 80 took you about 4.5. Christ. So I guess we should be quite proud at being an Order Neophyte 3 hours into the run, but it can be faster. We should be here. Imagine if we were here in about an hour and a half. Think about that. How exciting is that? I really want to get this super efficient. I know I said I didn't want this to be too speedrunny, but come on, guys. How cool would that be? Imagine just like proper min-maxing. Nobody's ever taken the time to learn this. Nobody really understands Guild Wars well enough for that. Imagine if we find just like a ton of little bugs and perfect little routes and ways to do all the little stories and instances. You just get through extremely fast. Imagine having the game done in like 3 hours. How cool would that be? And especially if it involves some fun sequence breaks and bugs and things. Are you going to get the hero point at the Priory? Sure, yeah, it'll be easy to get, so definitely. Did they eliminate the level 10 key? No, they didn't. Vigil goes to the 4 and whispers to a random apple cart. Yeah, you go to an apple seller who's Tibble. I did already have the key, yeah. Someone asking about invisible bags and stuff. Sorry, I should have put actual audio on and let you guys listen to this cutscene. I'm sorry about that. That was bad of me. I should have let you listen to that. So Priory is. So here we go. Hello, Siren. Skip. Bale. Not sure you'd find a lot of sequence breaks you can actually use. Yeah, that's the thing with Guild Wars. It's so, like, strictly and grossly and kind of... I mean, that's sort of par for the course with MMOs. They have to be extremely, like, lame about the way that things are structured and implemented and done, because traditionally in an MMO, you really don't want people leveling fast and breaking things and going too fast. It's, in a lot of ways, more important than... Like if you watch old friggin' speedruns of other old games where there's these ridiculous sequence rates, it's kind of okay, but MMOs, they have to be really strict about stuff like that. And it kind of takes the life away from it, really. Right, so we never got that waypoint. We never even got any close to it, so I guess we're just going to raptor our way through the city. Whoa, that's weird. The map made me top-down camera for a second there. I guess I'll go this way. And again, the idea is not to farm levels. Still need sort of a more hard and fast, explicit rule about that. Because, like, the temptation right now to nab that vista and get that waypoint. Like, is this breaking the rules doing this? But, like, it's like, come on, that's... So, I don't know. How cool is it to finish a game in 3 hours, says EA? No. How cool is it to finish a game... Oh, we didn't even have to do that. We could. It's the Priory at once, right? That's why it's taken us here. Damn. That was an interesting little thing there, though. I got a lot of stuff there. I wonder whether maybe... that's worth doing as my initial route. Christ, we've got to go over there as well. Shit. You know, there's another thing that just struck me. The cities are level 80 maps, so they will always give you maximum... You can't unfog stuff, but they'll always give you max POIs and stuff. So maybe maybe city exploration is the thing to do during, like, the really slow levels, because that's sort of the best way to take advantage. Like, the worst way to do it would be at low levels, where you get them extremely fast anyway, yeah? But, so maybe that's the... Maybe you can use those to supplement the curve or something. Yeah, because it gives experience during personal story. Exactly. You got it, Animus. Yeah, that's exactly right. No, and it's not that 3-hour games are necessarily cool. It's that, like, 100-hour games being completed in 3 are cool. As a speed run, it's cool. Guild Wars 2 is such an awesome game. But sometimes I feel like it lacks too much attention after POF. People bailed quickly, don't you think? Yeah, I think they did. I think it's just because of the way that Guild Wars is structured. Should we skip? What do you guys think? Is this a terrible, terrible thing I'm doing right now? It is. It's a terrible thing. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Heal. It is. It's a terrible thing. Oh my god. NG does not deserve this kind of quality of life. Shit. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna rally here though. This is the first down on this guy. Maybe I'm not gonna rally. Yeah, no, I should rally. All right, keep going down. Keep going. We gotta pull back. We gotta pull way back. Let's get the blind field behind us. Water here. Jump in the water with a rifle 5. I don't have it. I must have used it already to peel away. Okay, he's the last guy. We're gonna go slowly here. We gotta go slowly. That's not smart. Thief, perma-stealth, just walk through, might be kind of cool. Killing stuff might be kind of cool as well, though, because of XP. I think one thing about the XP rule, at least, is this. That all XP gained within story steps is legitimate, because it shouldn't be breaking the rules to, like, excessively kill stuff in story steps. This is outrageous. Jesus Christ. I forgot. The game gets really hard. I've been so focused on just, like, speed and stuff lately. I've totally forgotten the simple fact that this game is really hard. This challenge is going to be really hard. And do you remember what I said a couple of runs ago about how important ranged is? Well, yeah, you're looking at it, and you're actually looking at a good example as to the merits of reflects right now, too. These are dredge, so they're immune to blinding, and that's actually something I've only just remembered. So I have to be careful for that reason, too. Siren managed to res herself. These resonators are scary. I wonder whether CVPCS can chime in here, and on their runs they just zerg through this instance, but we can't because we're too weak. So, like, there I engaged muscle memory style with the 3 for some blinds, but it doesn't actually matter. Doesn't do anything. Now, some dredge inexplicably can be blinded just because the devs implemented it all poorly and rushed and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna start saving the jump shot for some combo fields as well now. Siren's nattering away. These guys are coming, so I'll just start trailing some attacks off. Fuck me. Are you serious? Oh, I should get off of NA again. It's so annoying. Oh, we don't have our stun break here. Let's pull back a little bit there. Heal. This is so strong, honestly. Oh my god. NG is the real MVP. This is like the turtle class. This is like slow but steady. Why did I do that? Hold on. I stun broke really early there, and I'm just not comfortable doing that, so I'm going to stay back. The Guardian playing this would have felt extremely different. Okay. I keep wanting to press F1 and then 5 as well, because I'm used to the heal turret. So she's stuck fighting those turrets. Oh no, she's speaking to them. We fight a boss here as well. I remember doing this on a previous challenge run. And that boss was actually kind of scary. We might have a lot of ads with him. I'm going to stand back here. Oh, Waterfield and Rocket Boots. That's a good point as well, yeah. Yeah, because they're a blast, yeah. Good point. Well done. Can they please get shielded properly this time? They can, good. We don't want to put them too far. Yeah, you see that? We do not want to get shotgunned by that. The excavator's low. Oh, you bitch. That's okay. You know what? Grenades are probably a better choice here. Just hold the grenades as best we can. Thing is, I kind of want to get close, but then I don't want to be close. I think if I use the stun break for a bit of regen here, I think we should, in general, be okay. I'm gonna make sure I've got that XP booster on for the completion of the thing as well. Good. All right, Gix. That could have been really quick. I reckon with the right build and the right strength build, you could sneak in, press F on all the stuff, and kill the boss in a second and then leave. I think that could be really fast. Yeah, acid bomb as well is a good point too. Right. Oh, I used the wrong button there. That's fine. Did CVPCS actually respond earlier? I wasn't able to look at chat much. It doesn't matter what map or level you are, you always get your personal appropriate experience. I don't actually think that's true, is it? I believe I was reading the XP page the other day, and that if you're doing it in a lower level area, it scales down, I think. Or maybe that was just for events or just mob kills. Scrolling up, scrolling up, scrolling up. No, I think he might not be here anymore, so rip to that. Yeah, he didn't say anything since the key farming thing, unless I'm missing it. Oh, sorry, Gix. Alright. Oh, no, they are there. Oh, there you go, there you go. I've scrolled down. Hello, I see you there. You have to free the prisoners before interacting to trigger the boss or it bugs out. But yeah, that's basically the quick part. So you can just interact and go survive. Okay. Potato wrecked. Yeah. We will get that thing, but not yet. There's no point. So how do you cook the potatoes usually after the stream? I had them in a roast dinner, actually. It was pretty good. Peeled, boiled, roasted in a pan with vegetable oil till they're nice and crispy on the outside. Healthy dose of salt on the end. My mouth's watering already. Soft, crispy, slightly browned roast potatoes. Oh, no, not this one. No. No, we're not doing this one. Okay, if people don't know... Oh, this is horrifying. Shit. I need stab. I need stab. I'm not doing this without stability. Elixirs. We can get stabbed from throwing elixir B at our feet, right? 4 seconds. It would cost 23 to get our elite, which would be really easy stab. You can glide through. Watch the flags. It's super fiddly. I know that this is super fiddly. This could be rip right here. This could be the end of the run. So there we would get CC'd if we walk right now. And now we won't get CC'd. So let's see how much time we get. There we would get CC'd. Now we won't get CC'd. So I'm going to start going. I'm going to stab there, which should cover us to the midpoint. Okay, good. Now we're going to wait the full 25 seconds. I'm not even joking. And we're going to go again once we've waited the full time. Griffin it. I'm in an instance. Rip Goddess Riku, I'm going to clip her death. Well, don't bail out too soon. So the flag's up. The flag's down. Throwing stab. Alright, we made it. That was okay. That wasn't too bad. If I wasn't such a wimp, we probably wouldn't have had to have waited so long at all there. And in fact, if I ever get any good at this, we'll just zerg our way up. So Siren is speaking. Do we have to kill the Drake? Can we just run past? We made it. You can unclench your butts now. She's just waffling on over there. Right, let's get more of these while she wastes all of our time. No, it doesn't seem we have to do anything here. Some of these instances have got a lot of cool story in them. I forget the easy way of doing this as well. Somehow I think scrabbling against this is not it. In fact, the fact I can't even make the goddamn jump a second time really suggests such a thing. And that doesn't even have collision. Whoa! Oh, okay, that was me accidentally clicking that. What? It's not that either. What the hell? Where do we go to get up here? Is it up this wall here? Is this it? Oh no, it must be up here. It must be this. Yeah, here we go. Come on! Oh, you bitch! That would have been so nice. Oh, if the old super speed was still in there, we would have been fine. Hold on, there's probably a skip we can do nonetheless. Hold on, let me jump shot to that, and then rocket boots. Oh, you. That's right. This is still okay-ish, I guess. There we go. Look, it's fine, guys. Pro. It was pro. Look at these speedrun strats you've discovered right here by watching the stream. Whoa! Alright, there's traps here, aren't there? Ow. Okay, yes. I was trying to avoid the trap by waiting around, not land on it. I remember this being a real challenge as well, but these memories might be from an earlier version of the run where we were lower level. And all of it tended to be a bit more butt clenching. Okay, is he gonna die? You gonna die yet? Well, there we go. Alright, and then we got the boss. I don't want that. Actually, do you know what? A bit of fury might go a long way. So we got these two. Oh, one of them disappeared. He's still in Vuln. He threw his axe. Does he get buffed? Does his throw axe get buffed, just like in Guild Wars 1? He reflects, so we want to be careful with basically all of our projectile stuff because we're not running bomb kit. I'm going to try... Actually, no, I do want to keep this because no stun break anymore. And the loss of regen's kind of sucky as well. It's okay, he's weak. He's weak. All of these mobs are really weak. Guild Wars 2 personal story mobs. What can I say? Bosses, sorry. Was Rurik arranging he has a pet? Does he have a pet? There we go. He was a warrior. According... Oh, what choice were we supposed to go there? Well, I don't know what choice we were supposed to do. A heavy rifle or a honed rifle? Toughness and vitality or power and ferocity? I'm going to go the toughness and vitality. Genuinely. This rifle here alone gives us 750 health. That's pretty nice. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to delete that immediately and get out. Do people still not bother it with key farm? It seems super not worth it since keys cost a $1.50. Well, some people just refuse to spend money full stop, so for them it's definitely going to be worth it. Where are we going? Meet False Lake. Okay. Ranger should be easy for this challenge. Yes, quite easy, I think. But probably not without its fair share of problems. I think it's definitely one of the classes that can beat it. I think the only two I'm really skeptical as to not being able to beat it might be Mez and Ellie. I think Ellie's probably at the very bottom of the pile. Oh, I can't get that now anyway. Never mind. Cannot map travel while in combat. Interesting. Usually you can. Yeah, sorry. What, did you think the pet was Rurik's? No, that's Dagnar Stonepate's Drake. Oh, so here it begins. We've managed to get to level 40 without having to deal with underwater. But at the end of the day, it is a part of the game, and... it begins. So, I really don't know how this will feel. I guess we'll just roll with it. We don't have a single elite that will work underwater right now. I will take the bomb kit, because I think I'd rather use that in close range. So what have we got there? We got a pirate. So let's see how our first underwater kill goes. Not bad, but we got a ton of vicious ass quagging. He hurts. Interestingly, he really hurts. Underwater are some of the most challenging parts of the entire run, so this will be quite curious to see. Get our writ of strength back. Bomb kit's amazing underwater. It has much faster attack speed. Yeah, it always feels good underwater. Is it because it's got a faster attack speed? Like, I've never quite known why, but I always like using underwater. Like, look, these grenades, and the grenades, like, spread out kind of nuts. Is that really faster? It doesn't feel too much faster. Oh, I'll tell you what. Oh, yeah, and we can't med kit underwater. Oh, that's a big blow for NG. That is a step down the ladder in terms of this class's viability. It cannot use its one-trick pony while we're underwater. So any engineer run desperately wants to avoid underwater content as much as possible. I wonder, though, whether it... Yeah, but there's some that you will be forced to do. Escape with the scabbard. All right, this was fine, though. This was easy. This is okay. Not a bad run at all. That's going to be interesting when we get to Abaddon's temple and stuff. Yeah, party hat GLaDOS. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, there's mines as well. Are they one-shots? Do I instantly die if I swim into these? Use heal turret? I don't have it unlocked right now. Is the heal turret F1 so much better? I guess it probably is. Yeah, actually. You probably got a point there. New pirate spawned. Very few crits. I should have drank that. I should be drinking that, especially against bosses and things. Why not find out? And we get the Peachy emote. Yeah, I'm going to say no on that. I'm going to say no. That's assuming we get to the Abaddon temple. I'm going to just wing it. As far as I can tell, there's no reason to fight anything here. We just need to get to the star. And as long as Siren comes with us. Underwater turret farm for the win. Heal turret doesn't work underwater. Right, okay. Doesn't it? Turrets have, like, the little floaty ballast thingies, though. Goddess Riku can do it? Well, we'll see. Power and vitality, please. I might not get rid of this rifle for a while. I like this rifle. Lots of health. Another 70 health there. I love Engineer because of all these cool options. I love you can drink an elixir and get some crits. Yeah, I really like the flavor of the NG stuff. I really do. I think it's all very well done. If anything, I actually think they could have... They combined two classes together in the Engineer. There could have easily been an Engineer class, and separately there could have been an Alchemist class. I really do believe that, with various branches of alchemy and like splash potions versus... Okay, this is the end of this arc, right? This is where we get the sword. I wonder whether this will have... I can't remember the fate of this sword, actually. Okay, that's good. But yeah, the difference between sort of supportive, offensive stuff. and sort of that more like witchcrafty branch of magic, I guess. Don't get dead here, WP. Oh, is okay, thank you for the warning, I guess. Again, I have memories of this being brutally challenging, but again, let me just tell the full story, because I don't think I have recently. 2 years ago, we did challenge runs. The way that the game was structured back then was you could complete personal story at any point. You could just go... How Guild Wars 2 currently works is I have to reach level 50 before the level 50 worthwhile story unlocks. I have to do it. The game forces me to be that level. It forces me into a situation where I'm, like, basically capable of face rolling it. And if you watch this, I'm mostly face rolling this. This is now where I die, because I just said I'm mostly face rolling. But mostly, even if I do die once in one instance after a long time, you know, it's mostly still pretty face rolling. And that's with no armor, right? And no gear at all. The game never used to be like that. They used to be okay with you doing an instance and being underleveled for it and potentially dying. And so we could exploit that to present a genuinely interesting experience where the rule was you had to be 4 levels under the story at all points. And at about 4 levels under was the sweet spot. It was debatable, but it was about there where it was really challenging. But enemies didn't get too tanky and it didn't get too impossible and too slow. But we had the power to do that. And so, like, all of these were, like, really, really cool and grueling. Now, you know, I'm not healing, I'm not dodging, I'm not wearing any armor. I have absolutely nothing defensive. Obviously, the engineer's got this as a perk, which has really impacted things. But it still doesn't feel as threatening as that old run did. It still doesn't, and that saddens me so much. I really cannot stand this kind of treating the game as, like, toddlers mentality that went in with Feature Pack 2. It makes me so sad. So sad. Even if the metrics say, oh, this will give you higher retention and more players. Fuck you, you've made it a bad game anyway. It makes me really sad. NG can't die, let's not jinx it. I mean, our main risk is getting spiked and out of position, which is fun, and there's something there, but I think that there was more present threat the whole way through. We can't even simulate a hard mode anymore. Do you get what I mean? You can't even simulate a challenging or varied, interesting RPG. You can't even, like, force it on yourself with honor rules. They've cut it so deep down to the bone that you can't even do that. What a grim reality to face. And okay, we went Quaggons. I guess we're doing Quaggon. Which is terrible, terrible, terrible. Because Quaggon is lots of underwater content, I think. Shit. That was the lesser races choice. And I went Quaggon. I kind of wanted to do Hylic. Oh yeah, we may have to fight Awakened when we get to some of those other maps. That's a good point. Man. I don't know about that. Well, we might not even make it there anyway. Because we've got another 3 levels to earn here. Let me just get this to level up. And then I'll do my times. I just fucked myself? Yeah, how badly? How badly? I'm a bit concerned now. I'm a little bit worried. Just a teeny little bit. Alright, let's commune with this place of power. Alright, so we got a tome at 40. We got a tome at 41. And we just got a tome there at 42. So we're 45. Doesn't matter. Certainly doesn't matter. What do you guys think about adding to the rules you cannot claim level up rewards? Because I think the personal story rewards are enough, and all this other shit is just like, it's just annoying. I think dealing with this and constantly clicking around and messing around in my inventory is far more irritating than just getting used to a shiny thing ding in the corner. I don't actually think... I mean, I think the personal story rewards have given us just as many interesting, like, oh, which item do we want? This one or this one? That rule is not about making the game harder. That's making about streamlining the experience of it and making it more fun. Right. So I guess let's fly now to Bloodtide. We're level 45. Bloodtide is what again? 45 to 55. So I'm good. Let's do it. Maybe that's what a Legacy Guild Wars 2 server could do. Oh, there's all kinds of things a Legacy server could do. Don't you have to accept level up rewards to get all your hero points and shit? No. No. Oh, no. I see what you're saying. No, you get the attributes and you get the hero points and stuff anyway. Good question, but no, it's not. That's just a visual indicator of what you got. The only thing that clicking it actually gives you is the inventory spam stuff. How do we want to do this map, then? Do you think there's a cheesy kind of cliff we can get onto? Nope. Ugh. Some of these invisible walls, like... I bet there's got to be one up there, right? They're not going to have one there for us. Legacy Living World Season 1 server. The thing is, with your request there, that's not on any of the players' clients right now. Unless you have a Guild Wars 2... Unless the person making that Legacy server could source a Guild Wars 2 DAT from the player base that has not been updated since each of those patches, it's not going to happen. I doubt even ArenaNet have compiled, saved versions of those old builds to distribute to people, or someone running a server like that. Not that they would in the first place. What I'm saying is I literally don't think that the game client, in the state that it was in those times with, you know, the tech and the back end and all that stuff, I don't actually think it exists. So the legacy server that re-implemented Season 1, it wouldn't just be, oh yeah, we're just going to flick a switch and it's there. It would be, oh, we're building it. It's like a mod. It's like a total conversion fucking mod. And that's just ridiculous. Hey, this looks good. Level 44 on all of them. They're pretty angry, but they don't... Oh, God, yes, they're too angry, too angry, too angry, too angry, too angry. Wow, that just kept going, didn't it? Maybe at level 40 plus, we're going to start seeing that the squishiness is really impacting us. What do you guys think? So far, the raw toughness and vitality I've managed to build has kept my head above water. What was that XP-wise? Not too good, right? Food. Use the light tower to Griffin. Yeah, so that's an idea, but... maybe it's a bad idea to go out into crate-infested waters and stuff where I'll never be able to survive. Yeah, I'm going to take Elixir B off, I think. And I'm going to go back to Elixir Gun just so I can have the stun break. What other thingies have stun breaks, though? Maybe there's something else I could do. Is that why we don't have Living World Season 1 now? I wasn't around and I don't understand why we can't play it. Well, you can't play it because... Season 1 was a beautiful idea and an incredibly risky, innovative, fascinating experiment. And it shows balls from ArenaNet like you will not find anywhere else. A company that delivers only one game, one product, and did one of the riskiest, stupidest, craziest things in an attempt to innovate the way that MMOs are updated at all. Living World is just like it's just a thing to us now, you know. It's just like it's kind of a brand for Guild Wars 2's updates. But what you have to understand is what they were going with Living World Season 1. Living World was so much more. Living World was a vision for how an entire genre would update itself and change and manifest into a new thing. How live games could be updated, right? How theme parks specifically could be updated and sustain themselves. The Living World format, right? Like, it was a truly profound idea. And if it had worked the way that I think ArenaNet wanted it to, it could have put them, catapulted them as the foremost premier MMO experience that all other studios would have been copying with their own living worlds, possibly even calling it Living World themselves. A truly living world. Where things are constantly changing, things are coming in and out, you never want to uninstall, it feels like it's breathing, there's always new content around the corner. It's emergent, it's dynamic, it's, you know, and this and that and the other thing. And it is a beautiful, and I can imagine it in someone's head. I can imagine having the hardest dick over that and be like, wow, I'm actually going to, you know, this game is going to be everything. I can really imagine that. But they couldn't pull it off. And I don't know whether anyone can pull it off. And so what we got was a stagnant story that didn't know where it was going. We got subpar content. We got meandering features. We got, you know, lack of direction. They didn't know how to handle any of it, really. And what it meant, basically, was just some flimsy content came in the game and then got deleted. And then flimsy content came in the game and then got deleted. And the player base shrank and shrank and shrank, and it wasn't working. So, and they burnt themselves their head out for nothing. That's Living World Season 1. It is actually probably one of the saddest stories in game development. In my opinion, for what it could have been. Anyway, that's my take. As a player, as someone on the outside looking in, and nothing more. That's how it looks to me. And so then they kind of had to grit their teeth and go the expansion format. That to drop all of that innovation, all those plans, all those big ideas, and become what every other MMO is, with a gradually declining population. And here we are at Path of Fire. God, this is they're very, very grim the way I'm talking right now. I mean, you could write a book about the pros and cons of Season 1, and I'm sure the devs that were there as well could write really interesting stories about what it was like to create that and how their motivation went up and down with it, and, you know, watching how media sites handled the news of the way that the game was being developed and all of that kind of stuff. You know, I'm sure there were a ton of things. What compounded the issue was they weren't actually very good at core Guild Wars 2 either, as an RPG or as, you know, all this stuff you're watching right now. It didn't have the solid bed it really needed. And so when Living World never quite made it either, I think sort of just what happened was what you'd expect to happen. You got every right to be mad at ArenaNet as well for implementing Season 1 like that, for experimenting with this product. But that's what Guild Wars 2 was kind of built on, right? The whole thing was an experiment of saying, no, I don't want to be an MMO like those other MMOs. That was the whole point with Guild Wars 2. So it wouldn't have felt that weird to have tried to innovate as well on the way that it gets updated. Here's an interesting thing. If, imagine, you know, there's always that thing, if you could go back in time and do things differently, how would you have changed your life, right? Let's imagine ArenaNet were afforded that. A company was given that for the product, right? And it's 2010 again. They've just announced Guild Wars 2, done the early convention demos. People are whining about energy potions, right? We're back there. What do you think the company would have done? Do you think that they would have scrapped the Living World idea altogether? Or do you think that they would have sort of sown the seeds in their development processes and the structure of the company super early so that they could have rolled into it quicker and stuff? Do you think that they would have given it another shot? What do you think they would do? I'm really curious about that. Do they think they could succeed this time? They wouldn't release bullshit like the manifesto. I don't think the manifesto was bullshit. I've never thought the manifesto was bullshit. But that doesn't necessarily mean I think you're wrong. I think that they probably are smarting a bit from people's reaction to that and expectations that came from that. And, but the thing is that the manifesto was the single best piece of marketing they did for the entire game. Here's a launch pad. Let's try this. Let's see this. Oh, I don't have the Griffin. Ooh, 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 ooh. We didn't really get the height we were looking for. So I'm not too sure about that. I really don't want to go too far south here. How about... Let's do Dredge. Let's do Dredge Hunt. I got an idea. Get your guffs back on, WP. My guffs? Buffs? Buffs. Okay, buffs. I'll have a look. If they restarted, it would be a sub-based MMO. Bollocks would it be a sub-based MMO. There is the door. Go use it. We don't need that nonsense in chat. They would not make it a sub-based MMO. There is no way that they would make it a sub-based MMO. That is truly insane. I believe, anyway. You might agree with the merits of a sub-based MMO. They might even see some of it as well, but that is not Guild Wars. Bully. it's all in good fun. For me, bullying's always fun for the bullier. Didn't you know? Oof. Oh, that was pretty sexy. Oh, what? Come on. Why? Alright, fine. We'll grab some of this stuff. Drink that as well. Not that it really matters. They disabled mounts for so much of this map. It's really weird. Any word on the Amazon MMO? Where Colin Johansson is working. He's not working there. It was revealed in the comments of my video, actually. If you go back there. Who was it? One of the devs. Who was it? I don't remember, but one of the devs that was at ArenaNet and moved to Amazon left a comment on my video. You'd have to dig because it's got quite a lot of comments on it at this point. But basically saying, hey, no, I think New World is at Irvine? But they're all at a Seattle-based Amazon branch. And they're making Crucible, which is the game that we know basically nothing about. There's like 2 lines of detail about it. And some screenshots. That's it. Alright, so we're here. The idea was to Griffin fly. From maybe the top of this house. That looks pretty juicy if I could get onto that wall up there, but I'm going to guess that I can't. Yeah, I'm just going to guess that we can't. Alright, so here we go. No, 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 you stupid, pathetic excuse for a bird. Get up. Wait here. Now double jump. For God's sake, I've been flying you for how long now? I will replace you. Oh, what? I can't believe it. I can't believe I just messed up the dive that much. Come on, don't... Oh, you're just doing this to piss me off now, aren't you? You've mentioned in the past that you want an MMO that is not very Guild Wars. Something with a focus on immersion. If you were charged with designing an MMO, what would you want to make? What you just said, basically. I don't think... My perfect MMO, I don't know whether is a profitable or possible to be successful MMO, honestly. What I really long for, what I really, you know, when I really think about, when I really feel in my gut... By the way, we're here because the Quaggan story is going to take us here anyway, so... And it's level appropriate. What I really feel is I miss that feeling of logging into a big, brand spanking new, large world and the actual thrill of exploring it, properly exploring it. I think Guild Wars will never properly give me that just because of the way waypoints and travel and movement and stuff works. As much as they talk about, oh, you know, the best thing about this game is exploring and stuff, I actually don't think Guild Wars will ever do it to the degree that I would quite like. I don't know. I could talk about my perfect MMO a lot, but winging it and randomly just saying it on a stream, I don't know how confident I am in because I haven't got it down to rote memory. But yeah, essentially, a lot of what BDO did, I actually really like the idea of and the philosophy behind what it did. I just find it implemented it too poorly. I think there's about 50% of what Guild Wars 2 does is amazing in terms of convenience and polish, and the way it handles certain aspects of itself. In terms of accessibility, I think is 100% bang on. And in fact should be the bottom line for every MMO. Not that you get a lot of MMOs, and you know the idea of an MMO might not even be profitable. I think that there's a lot of about 50% of Guild Wars 2. My perfect MMO, any MMO I made, it would make it there. But there would also be another 50% that is actually incredibly different to Guild Wars 2. In terms of Oh, we're about to level. That's nice. I'm going to stay here because there's a lot of mobs in this cave. We get a heart, and there's even an event that can spawn here. And I think one of the, you know, BDO is a good example of that. You know, like, I like proper travel and, you know, in the way that BDO did it and some of the trading things. And some of the way that, I mean, the way that it bit boiled down, I believe, with the territories and stuff is actually kind of naff and people don't like it really in the end. But some of the ideas that they... Oh, God, this actually really hurts. Hold on. Level 42 and we're level 45. We should be fine. So, yeah. I think it would be like a Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 1, PoE, BDO hybrids thing. Probably have like a lot of RuneScape influence in there as well, because I love the way RuneScape does a lot of its stuff too. It'd be something like that. Oh, that's really weird. I just muscle memory tried to heal to Condi Cleanse. Ooh. It would be interesting to see me play an FF11 private server. It seems to have a lot of things you look for, aside from very old-fashioned MMO combat. I think one thing that would surprise people about my perfect MMO that they 99% of people wouldn't like is I would never make a game with this many skills and and skills this complicated ever. I even think 8's pushing it. I think like a fully customizable skill bar but is only like 6 skills, and I'm deadly serious right now. Might be quite interesting. I don't know. There's a lot of other stuff though. Like, so like I'd bring back, I'd have like elites on 10-minute cooldowns and stuff, right? And I'd have a PvE experience that actually toys with that. All right, we're 47 now. That's nice. Did I just have a sub? I did. Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. What? Why are we in combat? I'm not actually attacking them. I guess one of them attacked me. We'll finish this, obviously. Let me check here. Sorry, I haven't looked at overlays for a while. It's been very casual suddenly. This leg of the run has been extremely casual. Order neophyte. All right, we're almost at the end of this bit, though. Summeringian, love your stuff. Can't wait for your test content. Keep up the good work. Thanks so much, Summeringian. That's really lovely. And welcome, welcome. I see comments all the time saying WP should be in charge of X at ArenaNet. That's a scary thought with no disrespect against yourself. I'm sure many people share your ideas, but it comes down to scope of project where priorities need to be made. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, no, I agree. It's a scary idea. I'm not qualified. I've got no idea how game development works. All I know is what I like, and I can talk to the end of the earth about what I like. But if that's very rarely actually worthwhile information, I would say. And I've never pretended, at least I would hope people understand that about me. I've never pretended to be someone who is actually intelligent and stuff like that. And there's a fundamental issue. So people love talking about my biases, right? Or whatever. There is only one, well, there's a couple of places, but one of the biggest places where you should genuinely understand I have biases is with that sort of stuff. Because, like, I have a ton of different thoughts and, you know, strong opinions about core Tyria and what I'd like it to be. But I also, what I would like it to be is not Guild Wars, really, at all. So, like, in a lot of ways, I think I'd be a terrible dev there. Even if I was, you know, educated properly. Because at the end of the day, I would have this constant urge and pressure to make the game something that the devs clearly have no ambition for it to be. And perhaps that's because what I would want it to be would be completely unprofitable. So, like, it's just, you know, it's just not good. I will always openly admit a lot of the things I would love in an MMO and I would love from this game are not Guild Wars. And there's no shame in it. It comes from the fact that I've been in this franchise for so long. I actually don't have too much experience of traditional MMO grindfest stuff. I don't have that classic WoW experience. I don't have excessive amounts of Korean grinder experience. I have some. So I'm in a place where, you know, I've I've lived on the Guild Wars side for a long time, and, you know, you get tired and you get used to certain things, and the grass is always greener. Or it feels like the grass is always greener. So in a lot of ways, you know, I'm not your average MMO player. I'm not your at all. So what a lot of people love about Guild Wars 2, I sort of don't have that fundamental, like, raw. I don't come to this product feeling like, oh, this is everything I've always wanted. I don't have the white to contrast with the black, right? For me, it's just always been like this. And so I actually get kind of inspired and interested in experiences that other people have probably already had their fill of, right? So that's the point. And I understand that very clearly about myself. Let's go into the little cave down there. Maybe get that script hero challenge. There was a wall, an invisible wall that they put here. Oh god, a champion. I'm a bit scared of him. Let's sneak down ASAP. Wasn't there an invisible wall that they put here? I didn't actually experience it myself, but apparently, I mean, it must have been fixed by now, surely, right? Apparently the only way to get here was through the jumping puzzle. Did I forget to split? No, the split starts. We're still on Order Neophyte. The Helping Hands hasn't started yet. It starts when we hit level 50 and we enter the instance. So he's pretty tanky. I believe he has like the pistol whip stun things, which we just want to avoid. Oh, annoyingly tanky. Let me get some fury. Let me splash a potion at my feet as well. We should be getting our orbital strikes in a second. There's one. Can't remember what ICD that's on, but hopefully we'll get it again. Can he be blinded in the suit, by the way? Yeah, the suits can be blinded. So I mean that's weird. Shouldn't dredge technology not rely on? I'm a bit concerned here because he is whittling me down. So let me just drop this, rocket boots in it, and then launch back in. There we go. Look at that pro NG gameplay. I may as well go participate in ESL, right? That's insane. What a great little emergent combo I just made on the fly there. It's okay, guys. You too can be this good with the Merciless challenge. Alright, that's good. Let's get out of here. Did I set up my second specialization yet? Oh, do we have it already? We do! Snap a bap. Okay, first person to choose a specialization. Firearms, alchemy, inventions, tool with the code 12. The code 12. Yeah, we got it at level 45, didn't we? We got it last level. It wasn't too long ago. We haven't wasted that much time. Somebody's DPSing the champion. I'm going to be the cheesiest bastard. Even the hatchling kind of hurt there. Oh god, he's attacking me. Nope, no stun break. I'm out. It's over. No line of sight. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? I used my rocket jump across flat ground in front of me and I got no line of sight. If he kills it, great, we get experience. If not, tough titties. You're on your own. Lexi, so what part of the triple release has my priority? The raid? No, not the raid. I raid for a couple of hours on a Wednesday, and that's not going to change just because the triple release came out. I will most likely do the story first, and then the fractal on the same night, and I'll get those videos out, and it will be mostly videos about that, not the raid. I have no idea when I'll complete the grade. I might not even be in a group that's comfortable in getting it whatsoever. It really depends how well the devs have difficulty tuned it and how hard Mirage gets hit. If Mirage is still pretty much intact on its damage and the devs haven't tuned it difficulty-wise very well, or at least to account for the outlier that is Mirage right now, we might be able to play a super tanky comp that otherwise stacks Mirages for DPS, and we might be okay. It depends. It really depends where they sit the balance of the difficulty. Bastion, they said that, you know, it was easy, but it wasn't necessarily intended to be as easy as it was. So I guess we'll see. Grab that. Tomb of Black Powder. Budget Black Powder's tomb. Oh, it's so sad. Do you guys want to see? I mean, the dredge in there will be getting attacked all the time, so I seriously doubt that they're worth killing. What else we got? I'll go south a bit more. Why not? Do you know what? I'll tell you what. I didn't reckon I'll come up here. Come on, Griffin. Listen, I know we had a bit of an argument earlier. Oh, just stop putting invisible walls everywhere. Alright. We're going to be really pro and go under this bridge. Are you ready? Oh! Okay, we did make it. Oh, wait. That's going to be a no glide, no mount zone. I'm not going over there. Oh, we hit our heads. Damn it. Oh. Well, we unfogged a little bit of stuff, I guess. Back to the Raptor. Level 49 dredge. High mob density. You know what? The Granite Citadel might be pretty good. What have we got to get? 1 level or 2? We got 2. Shit, I thought this was the last level for a second there. It's a bit frustrating. Yeah, let's go over there and see. What's this? I'm notorious for breaking games, am I? On Living Wild Season 4, Episode 2, do you think they'll have an update for PvP or World vs. World? I don't think they necessarily tie those to Living World updates. They haven't for a long time. Will there be updates to those formats around then? Sure. I mean, they've got teams working on that stuff, definitely. I reckon that the World vs. World team's got more stuff in store. I feel a bit bad for World vs. World because I think it's had some pretty dramatic changes. But there's not been too much talk about it. Maybe that's partly my fault as one of the prominent voices in the community. For not properly going back and looking at World vs. World, but I don't know. I mean, friggin' gliding and stuff in there. I haven't done it since they made it easier to get tickets, skirmisher tickets. I do want to go for Warbringer. And I haven't played PvP since the 2v2 thing. I was watching one of Jebro's streams last night, which was okay. But I don't know how interested in PvP I am at the moment. I think Season 5 might have burned me a lot harder than I realised. WP, what do you think about streamers not checking their subs? I think that it's really hard to split your... It depends on what kind of streamer you are. I think if they stream like me, then I would forgive them, because I forgive myself. This means that I missed a sub. No, I've got all of the subs recently. Except Waffle Troublefield, who said, love you, what you do, man. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah, Teapot is basically one of the only people that's really looking at World vs. World at the moment. That was not always in World vs. World. Let me put it that way. Let's see how these arc to die. Ooh, that wasn't too bad. Let's see. Ziggy Stardust. Ziggy, it's good to see you. Thank you. Welcome to the Spud Club. With your Prime right there. I really want to get these levels done because the stream's going on a bit long now. We're nearly at the 3 hours, so... Oh, that was a test to see if I check it, really? Listen, if you were sitting... Okay, that makes me kind of sad that people are sitting there with subs just ready to give away that they do for that. If you've got a sub to give away and you're not going to use it, I would very much appreciate it, chaps. If you have Amazon Prime, you get it for free. And you get all cool, fun stuffs. I caught that one as well, Deke Fabulous. How comes you aren't excited to do raid progression? I remember from some of your raid guides how excited you looked having done the progression. Yeah, I mean, I do enjoy the progression. But where I am, in terms of how much I play raiding at the moment, and the people I play with, and how much we play per week and stuff, I'm just not in a position to do a lot of it anymore. And also, it's an extreme time sink that I discovered on Bastion of the Penitent. As far as content is concerned, is not like when I've done progression on the other wings, I've like completely fucked up my sleep schedule. Because I'm not good enough to get it done in the first couple of hours or whatever. I've completely destroyed my sleep schedule. I've had a ton of fun, but at the end of the day, I kind of have to treat this as a job on some level, and destroying my sleep schedule and playing the game for like 24 hours plus and doing all that kind of stuff, and it's just, I'm not into it anymore. I'm not going to do it, basically. So, I can't just let a raid release in Guild Wars. Basically, what I'm hitting is what a lot of people hit with WoW and other games, which is, oh, I don't have the time to raid. My life's a bit weird in that I can make the time to raid if I want. And I can justify it and say, oh, it's for videos, though, see? So it's kind of, you know, it's okay if I spend hours and hours and hours raiding. But the truth is, as I think I learned with Bastion, that no, really, it's not worth it, and I shouldn't do it. So I will gradually and casually and slowly do it, and I will miss out on all the really fun progression stuff. And that's sort of my life. But in exchange, I will be able to pursue other projects and do more than just Guild Wars stuff, and you know, be an adult. So that's kind of where I am, really. It's not always just a question of, oh, are you not having fun with it anymore? I would have fun, but, you know, because it's the time investment of getting a community and all that kind of other stuff too. As I've always said, you know, the problem with raids is not actually the raids themselves. It's getting the static and the people with the like-minded view to progression who don't get frustrated and don't dip out too quickly and all of that other stuff. And I just know that, like... Well, yeah, and it's a weird thing to talk about because I don't want anyone who raids with me to feel guilty about leaving early and stuff, right? Like, so... I wouldn't want to be like, oh, I play with a ton of people who just bail. People are well within their rights to leave when they want to leave and so on. So, and at the end of the day, it's not the worst thing in the world. Pop a tome. That's a good point. All right, so we're on our last level now. I will get this heart here. You know, I wonder if one of the things I could be doing is identifying the better hearts to do. I'm sure there's some really quick ones, like in the early maps again. And another people are actually subbing here. Thank you, Ellie Monkey. Great content, WP. Thank you very much. And Viper 7B. By the way, so yesterday when I asked people, hey, has this been fun? Are you guys still enjoying yourselves? The only counter a lot of people had was, well, it's not. We're not talking about enough stuff anymore. Did you guys feel like the conversation was a bit better today? Is this the best of both worlds? Yes, and as C-Madge's Music Guild tries to raid video shows, as long as you're in a fun, like-minded company, raiding can be fun even if you don't progress that much. Yeah, absolutely. So just to be clear, let me ask, what is my biggest beef with raids, guys, in chat? I wonder if I've actually been clear enough throughout the year, or 2 years now since raiding's been a thing. What is Wooden Potato's biggest beef with raids? What does Wooden Potatoes not actually like about raids? What does Wooden Potatoes think the mistake with raids was? I'm wondering whether people know the answer to that. Will you be drawing a gem winner this stream since it's last stream of the month? No, Anvi, I'm quite tired and we're right near the end of the stream here, so I won't do it here. But next, wait, it's only Sunday. We'll do it tomorrow, dude. We'll do it on Monday. Oh, look, a rare weapon for once. I guess that was a level up reward. So maybe we should care about them. There you go, Lily Starflame, you got it. Yeah, 5-man. They went 10-man with it. I don't think it was necessary. I think it was a trick for marketing that was unnecessary to justify giving it a new name, raids. I think everything they do could have been 5-man. I think that the inaccessibility that 10-man's offered has not been worth it. I think 10-man has been a mistake. And I think it spits on the face of their original ideas. And I think most complaints you find about raids and raiding and not having a group and all this stuff, and when people say it's too hard and accessibility, it all stems really from that. I think 10-man. And what it's done to balance and struggling with balance of 10-man boons and buffs as well has all been extra complications that all could have been avoided as well. I think 10-man was a mistake. I think whoever put that forward in a meeting during the early Heart of Thorn stuff needed to be clipped around the ear and told to shush. So there you go. That's my main thing with it. And the thing is, finding 10 people to play raids when they're on farm is not that bad. You can LFG, and it's pretty toxic, and people don't really understand the game well enough, and they shoehorn themselves into ridiculous places to minimize the risk of playing with bad people because they're pugging. But you can do it, right? The devs didn't even originally really think of that, as far as I know, with raids. It wasn't even like an LFG thing, which is why it didn't originally appear on LFG. It was like guild content. You know, they were really focusing on the statics, and that was about it. But when it's on farm and the community knows the strats and everybody just, you know, does the equivalent of net decking, right? That's very different to progression. Finding 10 people who will stick the same amount of hours you want to for progression is horrible all around. Because let's imagine this. You have a really busy life. You desperately enjoy progression. You really want to do it. But you're really busy. You're going to feel terrible leaving early, knowing that the group is going to continue grinding on the encounter without you, and could potentially clear it without you. That's got to be a bitter pill to swallow. So it's horrible from that player's perspective. The guy that has to drop out, the guy who's got to go to bed because he's actually got to work in 2 hours or whatever the hell. That's a bitter pill to swallow. And knowing everyone else is going to go finish it, or, you know, and then it creates this weird thing where you're like, oh, I don't want them to beat it kind of thing. And the other side of it's bad as well. You feel like the run's almost done. You've got everybody there who knows how it's done, and all of a sudden 2 of your members have dropped out. Getting the 10 consistent people with progression is a whole other world. It's much, much more stress. And it makes the 10-man thing all the more sour. Alright, we've done enough wandering around in Dredgehorn. We're not even unfogging many places. Let's go to the top of Timberline. What level range is this? 40 to 50. We're 49. We might be able to make it. Now, this I always had fun with in the past, especially with killstreak boosters. Let's have a look. Tell me, if they had 5-man that was equally hard, wouldn't he feel bad if he's left if he's a 5-man? Yes, but the odds are lower, right? Yes, one guy can still leave, but the odds that someone... It's both ways. The odds that you'll find someone who plays as much or as little as you is a whole group of people who play as much or as little as you. It's much easier. It's much, you know, more possible to do because you've only got to find 4 friends instead of 9. It's easier to align 4 schedules than it is 9 schedules, yeah? And 4 people with the same mindset and idea of fun and idea of because some people can't handle criticism, and if you do any raid progression, you'll notice that immediately. Some people, and I'm not being funny, but let's be honest, we're all silly little nerds on the internet. There's a lot of like emotional instability out there. There's a lot of people who don't know how to handle themselves. That's karma for talking shit about nerds. There's a lot of people who don't know how to conduct themselves socially and stuff, and they can't handle criticism. They can't handle constructive ways of dealing with things. There's people who can't give criticism, and I may consider myself in that camp. I might be a right wanker and asshole to people when I'm in progression of some kind. I might be really rude, really abrasive, really cut them really hard and fast, and very flippant about people's feelings. Whatever way it is, right? So finding 9 like-minded people who won't be offended by one another's outlooks and views and stuff for progression as well. That's also really important. So just lower numbers is better. And Guild Wars 2 Core understood this. Dungeons could be everything that raids are. Everything. But then Heart of Thorns, and when they finally nailed it, they went raids because lol. Okay, that did not do much damage. I'm suddenly terrified. These guys can be blinded though, so let's have a look. Spreading a little bit. Guardian would have been OP here, by the way. If we ever get back to this point of the run on a Guardian, it'll be really fun to jump in here on a Greatsword. Bigger groups create more epic moments. I don't agree with that at all. I think what's epic about raiding is got nothing to do with the number of players. Nothing. Not visually. If anything, visually, it just makes it more of an incomprehensible clusterfuck. And not in terms of, like, bringing the bosses down. What makes it epic is that they're hard. And if it's a world first, it's not exciting because it was a world first 10-man. Are you kidding me? It's funny because... It's funny. It's epic because no one else has done it yet. And it was this big race and it was difficult. It's the difficulty and it's the pacing. And that's the... You know, it's the challenge that makes it epic. And is it the challenge of bringing The logistics of... Oh, is that what we're excited about? It's so cool because of the logistics of bringing these people together? Please, if that was exciting, if that was what was so good, World versus World would be the most entertaining game type. No. 10-man doesn't afford you anything. And again, as we mentioned before, I really can't think of any mechanic that's ever been expressed in raids that couldn't have been expressed just as well in a 5-man equivalent. We've never had a raid that forces your party to split like 8 ways at once, have we? Now, in Guild Wars 1, there was some 12-man content, in the Jade Sea, that actually did do that. It had your party split, like, 3 ways. Oh, no, even that was only three ways. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see anything that 10-man really offers. Kind of an arbitrary, like, silly little, ooh, look, lots of players. Like, that sounds fun, but in practice offers very little. That's what I think it is. It's something that looks fun on paper, but it actually just offers nothing. That's been my experience playing Guild Wars 1, which had a ton of 8-man content, and 12-man endgame content. Playing Guild Wars 2, which has a ton of solo and 5-man content, and then finally when raids came out, which went up to 10. And I have these opinions without even having to tackle what other games have done with fucking 40-man content and 20-man content. I mean, Christ. You know, and like, it's the thing, maybe this is just me, because, like, I don't really like zerging in World versus World. Maybe some people really get off on it. Oh my god, look, there's 50 people around me, oh! But to me, like, it's just not interesting. Very quickly, it stops being interesting. I don't actually care, it's just mess on the screen. I'm not properly interacting with any of those people. You know, the zerg thing means very little. Oh, that's a shame, we missed that waypoint. We're pretty much out of our depth here, by the way. So I'm trying to not die. We're just trying to grab stuff and unfog and get moving. Do you know what might be really nice as well now? Coming back. Oh, God. God, the map is weird to navigate now. Coming back here and going this way. I did big raids in FF14 and WoW, and it truly is hard to sustain a solid group for long. Luke TR808 says 20 should be the limit for raid content. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not saying that, let me be clear, because I get very, like, arrogant sounding. I'm not saying that my opinion is the be-all and end-all to anyone other than me. But what I'm saying is, for my maximum enjoyment in the game, my maximum appreciation for raiding as a thing, and what I believe the game would have had the most success with is not a 10-man format, it's a 5-man format. I believe that they went to the 10-man format because they needed some kind of fundamental shift like that to suggest to people that this was something brand new and different, to make people give them a shot. Even though they could have kept it at 5-man and labeled the Forsaken Thicket a dungeon. Everything would have been the same. VG would have been the same. The structuring of VG, the phases, the way that Gorstable incorporated gliding, the damage, the kind of comps that we went in, all of that. It could have been exactly the same, just 5-man, right? And I mean, this becomes so obvious how arbitrary it is when you start acknowledging stuff like the mirror comp, right? I think all of that could have happened. It could have been done. Just the difference is it wouldn't have been as marketable for Heart of Thorns. And so they didn't do that. And as we unfog this... There we go. That level felt really fast, but was that just because we were ranting about raids? That felt really quick. How long did that take? Maybe I have to watch the VOD. Does anybody know how long that last level took? Because that felt extremely quick, did it not? What was my tactic there? What map was I on? Timberline. I just flew down Timberline, didn't I? Didn't we get the level like here and then just... Or maybe it took ages. I don't know. It was a 14-minute level, was it? Oh, no. That's really slow. That's a really slow level, then. Oh, I got £1 from Trad. Ha! When are you going to bring back Buddy Blitz, Daddy? Never, Trads. Never. Alright. Just because I never want you in another video of mine. So we'll come here, and we're going to split in a second. And that's going to be the end of the stream, basically. We can tell the same thing about almost all content in MMOs, man. What do you mean? And we're not actually going to do this instance, but this is going to be my opportunity to split. And that's the story right there. I never got my specialization, did I? Let's do that then very quickly. So yeah, guys. Sorry to whoever won the code before. I've missed it, so screw it. Code's 11. What line do we go for? Pick me a line, and we'll grab that. Code's 11. Firearms, alchemy, inventions, or tools. What's the challenge? Just type exclamation mark rules, and it will come up for you. 11 tools. Okay, from Duck. This is pretty nice, and I'll tell you why this is pretty nice, and I quite like what you just voted for there. Christ. We even load into this underwater. I'm not looking forward to this. So this is pretty nice because we get this here. 15% reduced recharge on tool belt skills, and our heal is the tool belt skill. Not underwater. What's the AD? F1, a stun. That's really odd. I guess we'll keep Toss Elixir H. So I really am happy with that. Static Discharge might be nice to get as well. More damage while our endurance is not full is terrible because we can't spend endurance. Because the devs have never added something like that in the game. But I'm thinking Static Discharge. Utility Goggles. Because we're not like running Rifle Turret or anything to spam that out. Let's play like a Team Fortress 2 engineer, yeah? Where we drop our turrets and we toolkit heal them up. That will totally be the way to beat this, right? The mobs will keep attacking the turret. We'll keep healing the turret as it guns them down. Be amazing. Takedown round, I suppose. Because there's not going to be many stealth... streamlined kits. Swiftness and then an on-equip effect. No, I think that takedown rounds are going to be much better than those. And now this is interesting as well. We can supercharge our gadgets. Or we can gain kinetic battery. I do like kinetic battery. But again, we don't spam these that much. Maybe let's supercharge our gadgets and get a good... I mean, supercharged rocket boots. What are those like? Hold on. Oh yeah, they're just always overcharged now with that trait, aren't they? They're just permanently overcharged. So that increases the distance of our rocket boots. We got 20 points left still as well. I guess... Slick shoes. I don't know about that. Let's finish off our elixirs because we get Reflect, Elixir S, and eventually Stab. Elixir S especially will be really nice in the late stages of the game. So there you go. A little bit cheaty there because we never had the timer on while I was doing the build craft, but hey. And Lily was faster. This is rigged, was she? Oh yeah, shit, she was. Oh, I'm sorry, Lily. I guess that means that we'll go firearms last then. No, I'm not going to commit myself to that because we might really want the tankiness from alchemy or inventions. So I don't know. Sorry about that. Totally rigged. I'm sorry, Lily. Such cheating. All right, well, there you go, guys. That's the end of the stream then. Thank you very much for watching. Still no deaths. Still looking pretty good. 4 hours into the game and well over halfway through the personal story now. So yeah, let me go to the face cam. So how do we feel? Is there any other thoughts? Did I miss anything on the raid discussion people want to have? If so, let me know right here, right now before I close this down. Yeah, reasonable progress. Still, it's about half as fast as I want it to be. So, skipping the leveling sections might be really fun, but I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. I said to remind you of something. Oh, yeah. What was I going to do? Crap. What was I going to do? There was something I was supposed to do. Oh, yeah. Auto-targeting. 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 So, yeah. We're going to turn off... Oh my god, we're being attacked. Can you please not? Please. Oh my god. And he opened with a fucking CC. Seriously? And he's a tanky ass Drake. Can you not? I didn't even mean to come off of the character select. This is all cheating because I'm not actually on the thing. I just accidentally pressed enter. Right click to attack interact. This is what's been screwing me. This is great if you play on a trackpad. but terrible if you're playing with mouse and keyboard and on a challenge run. So there we go. That's what we wanted to turn off. Hey, just got back into Guild Wars 2, so I figured I'd tune in. This looks pretty interesting. Sorry, Flame Baby BB. We're about to leave, so that's a shame. I'll be back tomorrow. Same time, though, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Hopefully this NG goes the whole route. It will be a lot like the old challenge if it does, in that we'll do a couple of characters and then all of a sudden one will just win, which is what happened with the Necro. I don't think we had any deaths in the, like, level 50 to 80 range on the last version of the challenge. At least I don't think we did. The Necro just basically beat the whole thing, just straight up. So NG's doing very well. Check and see if people want to be mods. Yeah, I'm looking for some mods. And I probably won't deal with it today, but if you want to apply, as it were, send me a nice heartfelt message or reason why you want to be a mod as a PM on Twitch. And I'll see if I recognize your name as a regular from chat and stuff, and whether you're the kind of person I'd want to be a mod, and I'll talk to you about what I expect from mods, and then maybe we'll do it. But I'm not really too sure. But thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful evening, as I intend to. And I'll see you tomorrow.